Alrighty, well, everyone, and welcome to our Saturday stream of RogueTech. We will be continuing the adventures of the Goof Troupe, who has, as of last episode, managed to finally sort of get their feet underneath them. Hello, Taldrell. Welcome to the stream. Whenever I see your name, I always think Taldrin, which is the people who made Starfleet Command. You're now returning to impending bankruptty already in progress. Yes, indeed. We are slightly underneath the current funds cap that we need in the next 11 days. We are, what, 14-ish thousand away from what we actually need? So hopefully we'll be able to earn that in a couple of missions if we don't take too much damage. Although, as we can see, our mechs are just a little bit offline. Only for the next couple of days. Our last mission, we managed to actually sort of get our feet underneath us. We started managing to push things forward, and I think we've got a pretty decent lance composition to this point. We just need to wait a couple of days in order to get everybody back on the line. So let's run the clock a little bit, because we need to get the mechs back online. And trivia night. We'll compete in the high stakes game, and we gain $25,000. We are no longer in debt thanks to Bar Trivia Night, and we've given high spirits to 2 of our pilots. Lovely. So that's a great way to start things. Hello, Raider. Welcome to the stream. I'm just going to very quickly toss in the chat the link to the Discord if anybody wants to join. I realize that I haven't been doing that lately, and it's something I probably should be doing. Alrighty, all our mechs are finished and patched up. Going to do a quick check of the mech bay to make sure that nobody's missing any sort of critical equipment. No, we are all good. Right where I left us. Excellent. Alright, so we need to wait another 3 days for our other pilots, because we don't actually have enough pilots to run a B-team composition anymore. We managed to fire Squire, so he's not bringing down the funds anymore. Although now we do have enough pilots to run. So we could bring Adrenaline, Bootcamp, Falcon, and Mummy Bear out on a little adventure, and Goofy, Scrub, and Spenthia are not exactly much better pilots, so I think we'll do that. So let's... Playing the pills is officially a trivial pursuit. Yep. So let's go throw ourselves into the teeth of a mission, and I think... This one has really caught my eye because it's 5 of 21 salvage, and I've never played target acquisition, but I'm going to save that for a little bit. I think we're going to grab an escaping spy mission, and we're going to max out on the salvage, because salvage can always be sold. Spenthia, Goofy, and Scrub are all out. Falcon will be driving the Clint. Adrenaline will toss you in... Huh, probably the Trebuchet, because the Trebuchet has a PPC, doesn't it? No, it's got a plasma rifle. Plasma cannon. Mummy Bear will be our Raven pilot, and Boot Camp, I suppose, can punch people with a Hunchback, because the Hunchback has battle fists. So Mummy Bear and the Raven, Falcon in the Clint, Boot Camp in the Hunchback, Adrenaline in the Trebuchet. Let's drop down on this one skull assassination mission. We're getting 3 of 13 salvage, which is not terrible. Should be able to get our hands on a couple of interesting things, although I have not actually looked up what interesting things we need. TA runs are a lot of time, pressure mobility work, but that's refreshing. Probably something we should avoid then for just a little bit. I don't have a pilot who can fire on the move efficiently, so until we can get people a little bit higher in gunnery, then maybe that's not something we want to take. Plus, we've only got one especially fast mech, and that's a Raven. And do we really want to be throwing our Raven 600 miles ahead? Although that's kind of what we do anyway. I would probably take that mission if I was running Ripper's Rumblers, just because the Hatchet Man can be that mech that will get on top of things immediately, especially with this new 270 engine. So, 148,800 C-bills and 3 of 13 salvage. That'll give us a single skull mission. Now, this is not the most bleeding edge version of RogueTech. There is, I believe, they're up to hotfix 12, which has included something called Loot Magnet, which we kind of touched on in the last time, how your employer could steal parts away from you. But one of the cool things that it does do is it bundles things like heat sinks and jump jets into just a single thing that is like 5 heat sinks. So that's definitely something I want to look into, but I'm going to wait for it to be fixed before I actually go into it. There are ways that you can manually alter things. Oh, great, it's this map again. In order to make that work a little bit better, but I'm going to avoid it just for now. So we're going to start getting the Raven on the move. You have a Beagle, don't you? Or at least some form of active sensors? And the Clint. The Clint can't jump. How far can the Clint? The Clint has like 1 jump jet, doesn't it? Just to fill the half ton of space that I didn't have anything for. So we'll just run everybody around to the actual... actually, probably should run them around all the way wide, come up here in order to fight these guys up top, because otherwise you get caught down in here and you just get mixed up, and it gets really irritating really fast because they can fire down on you. We lost our Valiant on this map in the Rumblers, which was very, very crushing to us. So we're going to take the long way around, engage everybody from up top, and that'll also allow us to shoot down from above, get the accuracy advantage from shooting from on high against the actual assassination target.
No shooting, just running.
Does boot camp have Ripper's voice? Because that's what it sounds like. And I may have gotten my camera jammed. Oh, there we go. Oh, so you can't get it jammed to the bottom of the map.
Yeah, Commander.
To keep the Raven sprinting, we're going to go this nice and slowly. We have not had enough luck with this. And it's another gosh darn fire starter. It's always a fire starter. The Goof Troop has not had enough luck where I can feel that I can just throw myself into situations. We've got to be just a little bit more careful about how we do things. We didn't get any amazingly advanced mech technology like the Rumblers did, so this is a much more blue-collar mission, is what I've been kind of saying about how the Goof Troop operates. So we got to be a little bit slower, a little bit more methodical, work our way through our problems instead of just trying to throw a hatchet man at it, because that can work if you got the hatchet man. So we do know that the target is a fire starter, which is really disappointing because I have been noticing that the target always seems to be a bloody fire starter. I would like a little bit of variety. Oh, interesting. We got a Commando 2D that is hiding off in our corner. There's like 6 different fire starters. So they're real trooper light. They are, but there's a lot of lights. Especially now with all the MWO mechs that have come over. There is just a ton of lights, and mediums too. Which is kind of what I was hoping that he would be, like a medium or above. I have run into heavy mechs on early Skull assassination missions before. Heck, we once ran into a, back in Starburst Sardaukar, we ran into an Atlas on like a 1.5 Skull mission. Hello, Sean. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it. We're just slow rolling our way towards the actual objective. Nothing too crazy going on here. Just gonna steadily walk on in, and maybe we'll get an opportunity to shoot at Commando. I'm gonna reserve, see if I can't influence. You disappeared, jeez. And I can't get this Commando to move, but I'm going to actually reserve down to the bottom, as tedious as that is. So we're down to phase 14 now. And I really would like this Commando to get on the move first, because that way I can possibly come around the corner and just light up his world. So we are starting to get down into their level. So if they're operating in the 13-14 range, then we may actually be running into maybe a medium or two, because that's about what early medium range is. Down to 2. Welcome to phase 1. Phase 1 of 30, jeez. It's a cool thing about this game, but it does make reserving down to the bottom kind of tedious. We will get the only person possible of actually seeing anything into a position to see things. Maybe we could pick up a second blip? Oh, don't tell me. I turned just enough to not see him. Lovely. Well, that just means that we can concentrate everybody's firepower. We got a PPC on this guy, so an ER PPC no less. So maybe we can get a decent shot, because he hasn't been moving. He's been sitting there this whole time. It's going to be a 54% chance. Opening fire. Oh, we managed to hit him and blew something apart. That looked like a torso hit, but we've got no real idea until we actually get him into sight range. So, Commando 2D having a bad day. Not really concerned about blowing Commando 2Ds apart. Yeah, a little bit. These kind of... Although they do give you 90 degrees, which, you know, is not terrible. Although, isn't it 180? No, it's not. It is definitely not in tabletop. Oh, I can actually see you. How interesting. The Trebuchet will not have a decent shot at you. If you're a large laser variant and you're going to have a free shot at me, that's going to be painful. Oh, wow, I take that back. A 54% chance. Take that shot. Miss. Well, I suppose it had to even itself out. Something else, the current version, reserving a lot can seriously punish your next unit with hesitation penalties. Oh. I actually forgot about that. Yeah, good point. You can sometimes end up seeing targets early before the AI does. So we're going to get right on top of this guy, because we're not seeing anybody in the sensor bubble. I assume they're nearby, but they're not that close just yet. I don't want to turn too much. There we go. Just barely. Hello, Mr. Commando. What did we did tear off. We completely obliterated that side. Let's see if we can't kill the rest of the mech. Not quite. Okay, we decided to shoot the other side, but then again, we did run to the other side, so that is kind of our own fault. Do I want Boot Camp or Falcon? I definitely want Falcon. Captain Falcon, walk up there and give him a little bit of business. So this should be more than enough to take care of him. That's just beautiful. I love having this ERPPC. I'm so happy we found it. Where did we find this thing again? Did we rip it off a tank or something? It must have been. I can't imagine that we actually ran into a mech that actually had an ERPPC on it. That'll mean they won't move regardless of how low we reserve. I didn't think we were being that stealthy, though. Although, I suppose the Raven does have an electronic countermeasure suite.
Ready for orders.
Okay, so you've disappeared, but that's okay. We're going to keep coming up and around because we want the altitude advantage. We won't be able to shoot down. That's one of the reasons why we had a 54% chance on a long-range shot using just a plasma cannon, because we were way above him. Now, there are... Oop, I don't know if that must have been a tag. It could not have been a small laser. I know that in the base game... Oh, it is a blackjack. In the base game of BattleTech, there is a high ground mechanic, but it's limited. I believe RogueTech completely removes the limitations entirely. Yes, PPCs are awesome. They're one of my favorite weapon systems in all of BattleTech just because of how cool they are, not necessarily because of how effective they are. And when I say cool, I mean neato, not chilly, which is something you do on occasion need to remind yourself. No target. Okay, that's fine. We've got a blackjack and a what? I didn't check. A Kettle Master. Okay. So the blackjack can be somewhat useful. I'm not a personal fan of the mech, but I can recognize a somewhat useful medium when I see one. He is about to boil. Wow. So I got managed to hit by two of the flamers. But now he is within visual range, so hopefully we can make him cry for that. Not doing a great amount of job, just in terms of accuracy numbers here, but we're getting things started. We really need a custom animation or something. I don't know how for the plasma rifle. I think it deserves it. Okay, the Clint is getting a little bit toasty. We're looking at 40s. However, if I get a little bit closer, can I do so? It's going to be 47. I do not dare not be in cover. We got to keep our mechs protected. We got to keep them alive, so we got to take the slow route to things. Turn off the ERPPC. Let's get it chilled out. We'll have a couple of ER medium lasers. One hit, one miss. And that'll start to open him up. He's not open yet. The disco back is on the way, and once he gets there, he will actually be able to... Oh, wait, he already can contribute to this fight. Lovely. So let's start using the disco back to light people up. For those who don't know, this is not actually a disco back. This is sort of a ghetto disco back. So we don't have all of those ER medium lasers in the shoulder like it should be. And Firestarter leaping into battle. Again, firing a tag in what looks to be a whole bunch of flamers. No heat added from that one, so obviously he wasn't a very good shot. If he wants to jump his way up there, I'm perfectly happy to let him waste his time. Cattlemaster coming in, needs to get into melee. He has a couple of light weapons, but nothing serious. I don't want to be just here. I do need to move. But I also don't want to move, like, right there. Because I can't afford to make myself too vulnerable. Can't turn around if I do that. I can turn around if I do that, but unfortunately he'll light me up pretty bad. Yeah, Clan ER PPCs are some of the most effective weapons in the game. The baseline PPC is one of the punchiest weapons in intro tech, but the large laser is often more efficient. Well, nothing competes with medium lasers, and that was just what I was kind of saying. So I wouldn't... Did we hold the cover? You've got what? You've got at least 4 medium lasers. Tech fact, the Blackjack here is the original model predating the AC2 Plus medium laser loadout. Most people think of seeing a Blackjack, that's the 1X designation. It's not primitive tech though. Well, we saw that he used, what, 2 flamers and 2 or 4 medium lasers, although given all the mounts, I'm willing to bet he's a 4-4. He's probably pretty similar to the Firestarter. Not necessarily that one, but Firestarters in general. Do we hang around and shoot him, or do we actually try and do something a little bit more? I'm going to start pulling back. This does put me closer to the Firestarter a little bit, but this will keep us protected and open up the range. We got a good hit. Nice. So the leg is now open, and he has been target acquired. So Captain Falcon may be able to get up there and be very vicious with his ERPPC. He is visible to the Firestarter, but that's okay, because the Firestarter's weapon loadout so far hasn't been super amazing. We've opened up both legs. Okay, that's perfect. Now, if only we had knocked him down. You have shoot and scoot. Lovely. So, let's light him up. Plasma cannon. Yeah, we're going to shoot. So, plasma residue on top of that one. We just need a little bit more damage on that leg. He has lost his evasion now. So, we're going to come on over here. Give ourselves a wider angle to work with. Let's kick this thing. Thinking about it. The problem is I can't order it to kick. I can only do melee attack. Okay, Raven taking a lot more damage than I kind of figured. Oh, I just realized I'm out in the open. Duh. The 1X also doesn't jump at a 225 engine, so it's 5X X5 rather than X4 tonnage and engine and speed ratio. Shutdown or override was successful. He did keep himself hot. However, him now facing the side to us is very good. Okay, he's now been tagged, which is unfortunate. So we do need to get the Raven moving. quite quickly, which I believe,
Yes, boss.
boot camp, you can light people up, but you'll just be incredibly vulnerable after you do it. Where do I want to move with this one? Do I want to try and sprint for a corner shot? I can't quite get it. I'm going to take it just to get you into the fight. That way you can lend your armor to the cause. Oh, I think we got that leg hit. Yes, we got the leg hit. Okay. So we've got an opportunity to take out the other leg, because that other leg is also very weak. That was really lucky on the opening couple of salvos as we tore off all of his leg armor. So we hit that leg. We'll have most of the components to that, which should be okay. It's not going to be great, because apparently it's a prototype, but it should be better than what it would be. Give me an angle that will give me a shot. That will do. Yes, indeed, that's the plan. I'm going to try and put a large laser right into it. Cook it. Of course. Nailed that sucker center torso.
My mech is overheating.
Boot camp.
How's it going?
Can you provide what I need? Wait, how did you get so high on the initiative order, boot camp? Seriously? Not complaining, just amused.
On the move.
Okay, so we need this leg. It's a 38% chance to hit. This leg has basically 55 health, so we need, or maybe 50 health at this point. So we need at least 3 medium lasers, jeez. Yeah, we gotta disco this thing. His armor will hold, unless we nail everything into the CT. Come on, give me the shots that I desire. Good, spread the rest of the damage, took out both the legs, we got him. It's all 30-25, check the whole energy hard points, so it can be like a mini hunchback. Well, which we definitely could use that, that's for sure. Clit is ready to cook a little bit more. We're going to get right up on top of this Cattle Master. We've already destroyed 67% of the supporting enemy forces, so this is it.
Got it, Commander.
So, opened up a torso, going to lay into him. I'm going to be honest, I don't really care to keep him alive. He is a Cattle Master, and we don't have all the melee options in Battletech that we do in Tabletop Battletech. Do I melt you down a bit? I think so. I really think so. Gotta take the trebuchet, aim up, turn off the plasma cannon. That doesn't help the heat. I'd have to go like that. Plasma cannon back on, just cooks it immediately. Do we decide to cook it? Can I handle the heat? I will probably spend 2 turns overheated, but plasma cannon ammo does not explode. If you destroy both legs, you get 3 parts if you destroy both legs. But you also get all the torso salvage. So if he's got an engine or something, we can steal that. So the Cattle Master is almost dead. We are heat critical. Oh, emergency shutdown was initiated. That's... it's both good and bad. It's bad because he's an easy target, but it's good because that means next time he will definitely be under heat. So you don't get all the salvage, but you do get a decent amount. In general, going for the legs is sort of the way to go for salvage unless you just knock him over again and again.
Ready for orders.
Can I get a shot with the Raven? Oh, the Raven needs to chill out this turn. So the Raven's just going to step back where it can't be seen, continue to provide the electronic warfare, and brace. Which means Falcon can come up in his Clint. And Falcon may deliver a Falcon punch. And we're going to go right up to the center because I do want to prioritize that center torso. Probably should have gone for the side torso, if I'm completely honest, because that would have given us, if we hit the arm or the side torso, we would have then transferred into the center. But oh well, we're fine. Firestarter, calling shot towards the head like a jerk. Doesn't look like he managed to connect, though. Oh, no, he did, but he didn't. Nope, he did not connect. During the... wait, no, boot camp first, because we may have an opportunity to kill him. Oh, good, we can punch. It's going to be a long-range punch, but hey, let's go for it. D-legging the second best salvage for the parts, short of the headshotting and triggering panic. Yep. Alright, so we've stressed him out. He's having a bad day. And we're going to set this trebuchet up for good. Cattle Master is backing off. He has no weapon, so there's really not much he can do.
Standing by.
Mummy Bear, you have a... Ooh, I could take that target. A part of me would like to take his salvage intact just for his engine, not really any other reason. Hey, we hit him for 27 damage. And that destroyed his gyro. Although it also looked like we destroyed his CT. Did we not? He's got like 1 health left on that CT. Alright, Adrenaline. Let's get in here. We're gonna punch his side, because unless we hit the leg, we should be fine. to go for the melee attack just to get us fully under control of the heat. Yep, tore out the engine. You can't detonate plasma with an ammo explosion, but you can destroy non. Yeah, we had that back in Sledge's Hammers, where we had a enforcer with a Gauss rifle, and she would cook over and over, and every so often she'd melt down her ammo. It was pretty amusing. Do we need to get on top of you? You see if a good lance want upgrades, it's a good way to go. You hit the lag, this was my first prediction, but he hit the CT. Can I get a good angle on you? What are you? Oh, you're a road, okay. I was worried for a moment. It was, why are you glowing like that towards me? Unobstructed shot is 38-21's 32. Oh wow, it's better to shoot from the open, it appears. Can I sprint to actually get close to him? Oh, I can. I definitely can. Okay, up here, up top. 26. Point blank range? 21. Okay, so we are just going to walk up to the edge of this and aim down with all of the medium lasers. Hello? Okay, we hit him. Hit him a couple of times. We also missed him a bunch of times, but hey, we're working on it. 1 HP miserable. Clint, you have an ERPPC, which has no minimum range, which is the reason why your mech is one of my favorite at the moment. And you are also astonishingly accurate, but that's to be expected. You are Captain Falcon. Oh, no, 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 no! Don't you dare. Where's his evac zone? Oh, crap, this is gonna be hard. Fire! Oh, good, you hit him, and you've opened him up quite considerably. Good. So he's been target acquired. Captain Falcon. Point blank range from the back. Yes, he's going to be sprinting or jumping perhaps up top, but I am not going to screw around with this one. Oh, it just plowed that right into him. Oh, he had mask. Oh, damn it. Well, that's a shame. Everything I wanted out of this mech is now gone. Let's disco him. We are being jammed by his ECM. Oh, that was perfect hitting. That was terrifying. Okay, good. So, some good, some not good. We got the blackjack parts. Unfortunately, we blew up the mask before we knew it was there, and so we're not getting that. Although I don't have a mech that can kind of use the mask at the moment. You really would want to throw that into something that kind of has really good melee, just so you could get within range. Well, I suppose you could make an argument for giving mask to a mech just to give him bonus mobility. We had the Hellhound. The Hellhound had a mask in it, and that would just prove to be absolutely absurdly good. Probably our best mech in the entirety of Starburst Sardaukar campaign. Oh, Adrenaline's gonna make it first with no trouble at all. So this Trebuchet, solid, reliable. Okay, maybe not reliable, it's only got 4 guns. The Disco Back is reliable because the Disco Back is carrying like 6 or 7 guns. But the Clint, oh, Captain Falcon and his Clint has just been proven to be the MVP here. And we didn't take too much damage. The Raven is gonna require some repair time. But most of our other mechs got out of this pretty unscratched, so I'm pretty happy about that one. So lock that down, and Captain Falcon needs to sprint a bit. And we do know that we have like half a ton worth of a jump jet on this thing that we can take off for other cooler things.
Standing by.
Keep the momentum going. Ah, our slow as all heck punchback. You poor, poor thing. That would have been enough for him to turn 1 evac if you hadn't shut him up. Yeah, I was worried about that. I thought he'd probably jump for it, but I didn't want to give him an opportunity, because we've had missions where, like, they're dead, but then the evac zone spawns on top of them. So, which can be really irritating to work with, because they don't gotta wait inside the evac zone for a full round like we do. Boot camp. Oh, boot camp is gonna end just short. That's a shame. So we're gonna have to be here 1 more turn. Captain Falcon, can you get in? Without trouble. No problems at all to be experienced by his Clint. And lock that down. I really cannot wait until we get an actual Clint model, just because I've run into the thing so gosh darn much in tabletop, because I play Mech HQ, and well, I run into them all the time. And so I'd like to actually see the proper model, because the job that they've done on the Longbow and the Valiant was just phenomenal, and I can't wait to see what the rest of the community can do with it. Speaking of other mechs that are coming, MechWarrior Online has recently started their next mech pack was announced. It's going to be the Dervish, which is going to be really solid when they finally release it and then it gets ported over to this. Already so undamaged. Possibly only slightly damaged. And undamaged. So it looks like the Raven is the only mech that took any real hits. And we got 3 Blackjack parts, we got a Cattlemaster part, Commando part, and a Firestarter PM. What's the PM? Firestarter, dangerous mech, blah blah blah. Nothing special in that description. Okay. Just had advanced technology. Fire control system Flamer, we don't need it because we don't use them, although I'll keep it in mind. Heatsink, whole bunch of heatsinks. Retractable blade. I'm taking that. Don't know what it could do, but I'm keeping it. Fusion core, and a part. Although honestly, it may be best just to grab all the Blackjack parts we can get, because a retractable blade is, it's a free arm that does additional melee damage. I'm kind of thinking about putting it, I want to start saving stuff to build a melee mech, should we get the parts for it, and that's going to be a little bit difficult. So, +1 melee accuracy, +45% melee damage, +5% additional base melee damage, so that'll be 52 plus additional 45. Wow, that would actually really increase the Hunchback's punchability. Weighs 40% of the 40% of 1/10 of the chassis ton. So that would probably be replacing a laser or something. Engine core 225. Do I have one? I do not. So I want to make sure that we have spare fusion cores should the worst happen, because if we save a mech and we lose its fusion core, we can't use the mech because we can't fix the fusion core. So we're going to go with that. Oh, we got all the Blackjack... did we? No, one of the Blackjack parts has disappeared, similar to what happened to the Gauntlet part. But we got 2 Blackjack parts, the Cattlemaster part and the Commando part. We can probably sell the Cattlemaster part. I have no interest in that. Got a whole bunch of flamers and a medium laser, the SRM4, another tag, which is always a great pickup, and a heatsink. Not terrible. The only better thing would have been if we had not grabbed the heatsink and instead grabbed that fire control. And that would have been a perfect run. But other than that, not terrible salvage for a fairly easy mission. And plus we got more than enough cash probably to pay for the repairs on the Raven and keep us above the threshold for being bankrupt coming up. I hope, unless suddenly things get incredibly expensive. We also need to quickly check through our mech bay, just see what mechs we have in storage, see what sort of things we need to prioritize into keeping alive instead of just annihilating on site. And, well, the Blackjack is now in that category, I suppose, if it's only got 2 parts. Ugh, only 2 parts. Plus, I'm not a fan of Blackjacks. I don't know why. The Rifleman is one of my favorite mechs, but I do not like the Blackjack, and the Blackjack is just a mini Rifleman. I also don't like the Jaeger mech, and the Jaeger mech is just a big Rifleman. So, got 1 day for 3 of our crew, and 6 days for the next. So that was the last mission we're doing this month, unless we want... Well, here's a half-skull mission. What is the half-skull mission assigned to? A recovery. 417. I think we take a half-skull mission with 3 pilots. Assuming... Yeah, because I can get all my mechs ready. 1 day. Okay. And the rest of the mechs were not damaged, right? Yeah, we've got the rest of the Lance ready to go. So, quick check on storage. We have the Cattlemaster part, which is useless. Commando part, I can't call it useless because, well, at the end of the day, eventually we will get enough parts to it. We should start prioritizing Firestarter parts just to get a 35-ton mech. Clint, Commando, so we've got basically 2 parts to a Commando right now, and 4 parts to a Clint. Okay, so any Clint we run into, we gotta remember to take its parts because we've got basically the mech. Because these are not specialty Clints. Yeah, they're not special Clints, it doesn't look like. Although this one is sort of like an advanced Clint. 280 rated XL engine and heavy ferrofibers, 2 ER large lasers. So things will be weighted in that direction. So we're here to say, praise the Rifleman as someone who pretty much exclusively plays... I like it! Although, I will say that... What is it? It's a 55-ton Rifleman? Is the ancient Rifleman with the twin PPC arms? That one's just amusing as all heck. Now, I like the Rifleman aesthetically, not necessarily mechanics-wise. I just think it's a cool-looking mech. So, I've liked it since MechWarrior 2, and then its artwork is still pretty interesting, and then MechWarrior Online did a pretty good, okay job with it. So, aesthetically, I like the Rifleman. Not necessarily mechanics-wise, although the smaller Rifleman that's 5 tons lighter than the standard Rifleman with the PPC arms is actually pretty decent. Lightly armored, but pretty decent. Alright, so we are going to grab that mission. It is only a half skull, so we're going to do a quick pickup here. And we've got basically 100,000 worth of repairs that we can do, so we're okay with that. Lyran's ain't exactly going to like us. Cool looking mech bat heatsink. Yes, indeed. Delirians are not going to have a super happy time with us, but that's okay. Delirians will get over it. So we'll put Goofy back in his disco bag. And Spenthea doesn't have her normal ride. I think I want Max Gunnery in the Clint for sure. That gives her the Trebuchet. Although, quick check, wait, let's not forget. Ruffman is uniquely old school building. Yes, it is. And I will completely cop to I enjoy anime designs and that sort of thing. It's one of the reasons I like lambs so much. Lambs are awesome. Guts, I could give you Guts. Gives an additional health. It's not a big deal, though.
Yes, Commander.
Scrub has nothing, and Spenthea has nothing. Do I want to give Goofy this? I really don't think I have to. Although, it's gonna have to be... Our next upgrade's gonna be another, like, once we hit 3200, because we're gonna get Shoot and Scoot, because it's such an amazing ability. Alright, we'll give him the increased health, so he's sort of on the doorstep of being able to grab his 5% heat reduction once we hit it to level 5. Yeah, we'll take the biological sample. Lyrians ain't gonna like us for it, but you know what? The Lyrians can get over it. I'm not gonna take cash if it's only 150,000. That's just ridiculously low. So we're going to take the 4 of 17 salvage, because we will definitely make more from the salvage. Unless we happen to run into, like, 2 things. Scrub, you're going there, and Spenthea, you're in there. Rock and roll. The 60-ton Rifleman is on the list of the worst mechs in game, but the 55 is tough to find you. It's hard to make a bad 55-ton mech. Yep. It's just a good, solid design in the middle. Although, then the clans show up, and it's like, haha, you didn't bring a heavy mech. You are done, sir! Fast mediums, fast heavies, they just don't work once the clans start showing up. The Unseen are all good looking? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. I'm trying to think of an Unseen mech that just looked bad, but I really can't think of one at the moment. This game gets better and better with each mod? It does. Oh, it absolutely does. Lady Electo and her crew have just done a fantastic job at, basically, in my opinion, they've kind of saved the game. Because I'm going to admit it, after playing the first run-through with Voodoo's Marauders, I was kind of bored at that point. I was like, I have seen everything this game is going to dish out at me. The combat puzzle isn't going to be all that crazy, and it's relatively simple. But once you add in RogueTech, which is like, hey, here's most of tabletop play. It's like, okay, I can do this forever. And the more and more stuff that she adds in, mods in, it just becomes better and better. Needs a main campaign rewritten? I think there are a couple of people working on that. I don't know if they can do much with it yet, though. Alright, so we need to be extra special careful on this one, because we have dropped in with 3 mechs instead of 4, because everybody else is currently snoozing on the couch. But it is a half-skull mission, so we're hoping we can make this work. So we need to collect the sample case and rescue the dudes. So Scrub, in the Clint, apparently, is going to be our high-speed aggressive mech. That's interesting. What are we moving at? 18. That's actually not bad. And he did beat out Spenthea, who's a shooting scooter. Okay, that should work well. I was really tempted to give her the Clint just because the Clint has the ERPPC, and that might mean that she could shoot and then move it. But at the end of the day, you want your best gunner on that thing. Sneaking stuff from behind. Nah. We brought our medium mechs, we're going right up the middle. Plus, it's probably going to be vehicles. Land found ESGs. Yes, indeed. They're going to activate their ESGs and then roll themselves down the hill at me.
What can I do for you?
The Hydrant campaign is just... The fact that we have Hellbores just kind of breaks the mechanics of who's supposed to fight who. Because the moment they turn on their ESGs, it's like, no sir, your heavy weapon is not working today. And then you come in with your fusion cannons. This Clint is great. What did I put in? Do you have an XL engine? Because it feels like you have an XL engine. I see engine there. Do I see it? Left torso is empty. Oh, it's not an XL engine. What did I put in? It's a 240. Okay. Feels like it's moving faster than that. Did I give you a supercharger then? There's something up with this Clint. There's no way that it should be moving that fast. What do we found here? Oh, we got a commando. Okay. I forgot how close we were to a commando or not. The Pegasus is going to be irritating because it's a hover tank. And we got incoming LRMs. Duck! Dancing in the rain. We did take one.
Damage minimal.
If I can go right up this hill, I will have a great firing position. Although not necessarily a well-defended one. And, of course, the plodding hunchback. I just want to quickly check. Did I put... no supercharger. He just seems to be moving faster than what I'm thinking he should be normally. Oh, that's fine. Expect standard infantry protecting this, Locust. I don't know. I think the Locust might be a little light for your average Steiner infantryman. Compared to vanilla, yes. Like I was saying, I definitely think that this mod kind of saves the game. Because vanilla, at the end of the day, it's kind of boring. Once you've played through the campaign, there's not enough there to hold you. At least there wasn't for me. That's selectable? Interesting. We're just gonna come right around the corner and say hi. Huh, there's nobody here around the corner. I was expecting more. But somewhere out there should be the enemy. They are crazily hidden, so we must have rolled really terribly to see where they are for our sensor checks. Or they could, all be hiding in this forest, and we just don't know they're there yet. The campaign was interesting enough, I thought. I enjoyed it. Oh, there you are. Oh, you are a wolfhound. Oh, crap. So you're a... Oh, shoot. He hit him in the head. Okay, don't do that again. I have a very important piece of equipment called a pilot, as well as a targeting computer, which may be more important than the pilot. So let's try not to take any more headshots like that. Did your... Okay, good. I was wondering if his stats might be affected by that hit. I didn't know if that had been put in yet. Yes, that very nearly ended him. He almost got Captain Falconed. Yes, he does. So Scrub's probably going to be out for like 4 or 5 weeks. Probably not quite that bad. 43 versus 25s. And if I sprinted to get closer, we were looking at 22s. Looking at... Yeah, so we're going to walk it. Walk it to get into range and say hello, sir. It may not be accurate fire, but there's a lot of it. 1 hit! Woo! Okay, so we did manage to get a hit down on him. We're not being totally screwed yet. And where are you going to roll? Oh, we don't have a good enough tactics in order to figure that out. So we got a Commando 2D BI. BI. What would that stand for? I'm not sure. And that has me concerned. Yeah, Scrub is down to 10 thanks to that headshot, I guess. More movement going on. Oh, wait, what? Was that the Pegasus? Does the Pegasus make it all the way around behind us? I thought they were an energy boat. No, it was the Commando 1C that we didn't see. Interesting. Okay, we gotta get this Clint undercover. He's taking too many shots. So we need to protect our Clint quite heavily.
I hear ya.
Spenthea can get a side angle shot. I saw it. There it is. If she stands in the middle of, well, badness. But closer is a 23. That was a what now? 20. Yeah, we definitely gotta get close if we want to make this work. Didn't pack enough Sentinel for that. Oh, hello, you. That's why we couldn't see you. I'm going to focus on the Wolfhound. Okay, we did manage to hit him with a plasma rifle, which is wonderful. I'd like to get leg shots on him, but I'm not sure I can wait. Because he's done quite a bit of damage to my Clint already. Okay, so he is showing his back at the moment. Mostly. I mean, he did turn around. Goofy!
How might I help?
You can say hi to a Commando and just utterly turn him into the center of a Nova, because I'm going to be honest, I don't care about bringing Commando parts home. Commandos are cool looking mechs. I don't want to have them in my arsenal at the moment. Got a Raven coming in, a 3M. Interesting. Okay, things get worse and worse and worse. This was supposed to be a half-skull mission. BI is 4 medium lasers and 6 small lasers? Wait, really? Okay, so we don't want to be anywhere near that. We're going to pull back, I think, and let them come to us. Pegasus. That's what I thought the Pegasus was packing. That makes more sense to me. Oh, Blazing Inferno. Turns out a lot trades for a lot of... It's Crescent Hawk's Inception, the Apex refit of the Commandos. Okay. So, that might be a commando worth taking.
Yes, Commander.
This commando, on the other hand, not so much. We're going to walk back here, keep ourselves nice and safe, put ourselves in some good cover, and say hi. Oh, he's a bit shaken up, but we did tear off half the mech, so there goes his autocannon. He still has a medium laser working with him, so he's got that. But hopefully he won't have much more coming soon. Ton of missiles coming down, so we definitely got the missile Raven. Wait, no, that's a Valkyrie. Ooh, interesting. Things are getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There should be 2 more then. somewhere out there are 2 more mechs. I think, anyway. Goofy.
Yes, Commander.
It's time to finish executing him. So we've got the side angle shot. We are going to... do we want a charbroil? Let's not. Let's risk it just a little bit. So a decent number of center torso hits. That core amount. Good job. 200 strength sciences? Yeah, could be. But Lyrans and under strength. In any event, we're looking at least 6, so that's concerning. The Wolfhound's dangerous, the BI is dangerous, the Raven could be dangerous. Valkyries I'm generally not super impressed with, so I don't... Well, then again, he was... That looked like to be an MRM. Okay, Commander BI came back. He's probably going to just blitz the Trebuchet. Okay, that's 4 and 2 so far, so he didn't go everything. And his heat is not terrible. So I'd like to walk up to and nail him with some heavy firepower. Locust. Okay, that's 7. 3Ms are LRM 15 and plus SPLSL. Then more support is 3L.
Waiting for orders.
Okay, the Clint needs a shot and the Clint doesn't have one. And the Clint can't get one unless he wants to sprint out front. Which I'm not exactly on board to do just at the moment. Although, look at that. I had to do something in order to make that thing faster. 23, just not going to cut it, I don't think. Give me a shot. What are we looking over here? 20? You know what? I think we're going to walk in here. We're going to take aim down this area, and we're going to brace. And we're going to pull him around the back. We're going to make them come to us. It's the only intelligent thing to do. Although we could run up and stomp on them. I'm not in favor of this plan. Let's sprint around to the back. So we're going to come around over here. If you want to come get me, get me. I think it's QF Falc, which means an LRM 10. Oh, is that what it was? Oh, okay. So I continue to be not super impressed by the Valkyrie line. Although there was a Valkyrie with a I think it was a supercharger that I had in tabletop once. Yep, here comes his missiles. Getting a couple of good hits in. But the Trebuchet is well armored. They're all well armored at this point. We maxed out the armor on everybody. So come to me. Come out of your position so I can dive on top of you. Or so I can move the Hunchback up front. Okay, we got some movement going on over there. Hunchback will stride forward.
Consider it done.
I got a shot on Locust, a good one too. And a not so good shot on the... So we're going to start shutting off. Is there a reason why the medium lasers were showing 15 until I did that? So we're going to shut off of that. We're going to take a single plinking shot. Missed by 24%. It's not the best shot, but he's chilling out, and he's getting in front, and that's where I want the Hunchback. I want the Hunchback to start tanking a little bit of fire. Because that's kind of what they're partially there for. And if they want to come around to the front, get out of that mineral field. I can't really shoot you in that. And the Valkyrie is going to flow also into that direction. Proving to be a very interesting match, although I think they'll run out of ammunition before I run out of armor if they keep making those pot shots. Need to figure out how many tons he would put on a mech like that. Wolfhound is moving forward, doesn't have a shot, good. So now we can move in. Oh, I can take a plasma cannon shot from ultra long range. I am not going to do that, but it's something to keep in mind. Is that a back shot? That's got to be an obstructed front shot. So we're looking at a couple of pair of obstructed shots here. Getting rid of our instability. You have recoil, don't you? Obstructed, long range. No, you don't. Okay, fire.
Time to die.
Miss. To be expected. It was a 16% chance. Yeah, don't jump down. You'll be dying horribly when anything focuses. Yeah, definitely. The question was whether or not we wanted to push things if we thought we had a lot of momentum we were about to build. And I figured we'd want to stay nimble for when that Wolfhound came around, but he didn't. I'm actually a little bit surprised with how defensively he's sort of playing. Okay. Pegasus is going to run away. Oh, keeps running into that area. Okay, I got a shot on things. Especially if I don't move. 34, 20, 28, 28, 34. Yeah, we'll take that shot. Oh, we hit him 52 damage right away with that PPC. Good shooting, Scrub. Are you deploying with only 3 mechs? No, we're doing it because there were only 3 pilots available. So we wanted to get a quick mission in before the end of the month because we had 3 mechs that got completely undamaged. Okay, luckily we got missed by that narc, but he has walked forward. That being I thought for a second he disappeared. That being said, he is a Raven, he has electronic countermeasures, but let's find out how good they are. Not as good as I was worried about. Okay, let's turn everything on. Hi.
Target acquired and locked in.
Oh, all but one managed to hit the mech. Unfortunately, it's spread across the entirety of the mech. If I can get Spenthia in there, she might be able to nail him with a plasma rifle shot. Okay, we got more fire coming in from the Pegasus. Again, not being super accurate, which is good.
Damage is light.
Spenthia,
Good to go.
give me a shot on a Raven. Ooh, it's an obstructed shot. It's not a good shot at all. How about that shot up top? What were we looking at here? Can I see him? I can't, actually. Obstructed. Take a 13. I'm going to reserve Spenthia down. Speaking one mission with 3. Yeah. Yeah, Talondra's got it. Is the commando going to pull himself out of that, or is he going to stay in there? I'm perfectly okay to have him stay in there. Okay, that's fine. The Wolfhound's coming down. That's what I was waiting for. Looks like he missed everything, but I'm waiting to see if that's just a vision glitch. Because the Clint got a really nice shot in it, and now he disappeared. Okay. If that's the way you want to play the game. And that's not the Valkyrie. What if you jump? What if you jump what?
Ready for orders.
Got a shot here? Not really. I've got a shot if I stand still. Oh, unobstructed shot. 18%. Jeez, that's not exactly great. For the plasma rifle shot? We'd have to jump up here, which would mean we'd be vulnerable for every single shot. Also, does our trebuchet have it? I don't think our trebuchet has jump jets, does he? I don't have a good shot on this. I'm not quite sure why the disco back had such a phenomenal shot on that Raven. A light follow-up might be okay.
I copy.
We gotta keep the Clint back. I'm a little bit worried about him taking a bad hit. So I'm not gonna throw him forward until they come forward at me. Even if that does mean fighting down a little bit of a hallway.
That's a miss.
I'll double check when Spenthia comes back up. Valkyrie rolling around, trying to get a good angle, which she will have on the Clint. Okay, so they can see us and we can see them, so we gotta get the Clint moving. I can't just leave it where it is. Spenthia. Spenthia can jump. Super weak little jump jet, so no, that's not gonna be a thing. Don't want to reveal myself to the entire universe. I would like to get a shot on this Raven, but it's just not gonna be an accurate shot. Probably won't be an accurate shot for that one either. Let's focus fire.
On my way.
Hi, 18.3, 16, yeah. So, plasma cannon off. We're just going to blink away with medium lasers. We got 2 good hits and a penetrator. So, structure exposed on that one. We're working on it. And here's the Wolfhound back. May as well just burn laser fire up close, obstructed or not. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we're not wasting anything. Wolfhound is not in the zone of being hidden, but the Locust is probably moving through it. And he's going to hang there. Okay, so we're dealing with an LRM Locust. I don't think it's a Rapier, because it hasn't done anything to us. Yeah, it's a 1M.
What can I do for you?
Well, if I stride out into the middle of combat, I can probably break this thing. How good is the trebuchet right now in armor? 48? That's my medium laser arm. Guard that right arm a little bit. Yeah, we're going to do this, but don't worry. We're going to do this. Vigilance. Give ourselves additional protection. Hi, I could come for you. You're vulnerable. You're not so... Oh, crap, I forgot about you. You're gonna light up my world. Plasma cannon on. Valkyrie is a bad shot. Wolfhound's not a great shot, even though his leg's so open. Do I take a Raven or a Commando? We're on the side to focus down this arm, which we're not sure what's in it, but it's the right arm. It looks like we're looking at least... Is that his tag? Shoot the Spam Commando? Yeah, that's definitely a thought. Problem is we're not going to penetrate the armor. Oh, it really sucks that I think he's in that cover. I know he won't kill that Commando. But if he comes for me, he may open himself up to a follow-up. So I'm going to focus on the Raven. Yeah, I think Simber's right.
Commencing alpha strike.
Okay, open up his arm. And then missed 2 very decent laser shots. He's lost his LRM ammo jettison. Huh, I didn't realize that was a thing in this. And he's off and no longer engaged. Okay. That's sort of working for me. 16-16. Give me a sprint. Can I get a good angle here? If I reveal myself, and to be perfectly honest, the mech is not in terrible shape, it's just the head. Don't think I can get a direct line of sight. 23, 20. Yeah, I don't have a direct line of sight on the Raven. So much for focusing him down. Walk. His armor is not going to get hit. Draw the commando who's close combat. I thought we established that he's not a close combat commando, that he's a medium laser commando, or he's got 4 medium lasers and 4 small lasers. Valkyrie's about a shot. ER is 2 off, since it's going to be a terrible shot anyway, and lob a PPC his way. Didn't expect it to hit, but then again, who did? The plasma will at least roast it badly. It won't affect him wanting to fire everything he's got. Besides, he's just decided to F off and leave. 4 medium lasers, 6 SL. Okay, so it's worse. Much, much worse.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, so we can now get the Hunchback back into this fight. The Hunchback would very much like to be in the fight. 56, 37, 43. If I sprinted to get nice and close with him, much worse. Also not great. But I want to be up here. Can I survive a round of walking? I can survive a round of walking. What sort of ridiculous question is that? We, of course, can survive a round of wading through fire. Good shots on the Locust. Better shots on the Valkyrie. Not so great on the Wolfhound. We're not facing his weakened side, but I'm worried about his large laser. Hi, buddy. Not super worried about you because you dumped your... no, he dumped his LRM ammo. You've got a single medium laser and 2 LRM-10s. You've got an empty LRM and a medium laser. You're dangerous. Keep the fire going. Oh, wow, just drilling into that arm. Didn't penetrate the armor, but drilling into that arm. Maybe we can aggro him into the Hunchback. Yeah, but he can't use them. So unlike vanilla, you can't use small lasers in melee combat. They are only they have been moved completely into the energy category. They're no longer support weapons. Oh god, they're inspired. Okay, we've got to start killing people to make it so that they understand that now is not a good time to be hyped. Although they do appear to be pulling off. Commando coming back? Commando coming back, okay. And he's about to blitz the Hunchback. That's okay, we're okay. Mostly. Yeah, we're alive. He's just shedding off quite a bit of armor. Goofy. So Goofy can get a killer shot here, a pretty decent shot here, and a really decent shot here. We're gonna walk right into the middle of everybody and say hi. I am so worried about you. Do we cook it? We absolutely cook it. Okay, man, that was not... Oh, wow, headshot. Never mind, I take it back. I was about to say that was not a good round, but fantastic. Get one more of those headshots and we're going to be golden. You have shoot and scoot. Can you get into cover here? You cannot. We take aim. It's not a great accuracy shot. You really are sort of harshing my buzz here a bit, man. The Valkyrie, because he's standing right where I need to be. We could kill a lot of these people. We could go for altitude. Altitude is always nice. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to go for the high ground. So, it's an okay shot. It's an okay shot. I'm going to cook it a little bit. Oh, we hit him with the plasma residue, too. And we did get a penetrator on that one. His arm is exposed, and we've got... He's heat critical, so are we, but it's more important that he's heat critical than we are. Alright, moving on them. Scrub will be able to come with a follow-up. He's not going to be able to hit the Locust, or he'll be able to hit the Locust if he wants, but he's not going to be able to hit the Commando, I don't think.
Orders.
So give me a shot on that. 40%! I take that back. He's actually got an okay chance. I would like to go serious armor cover here, but I just fired from here. It's a 28. That's much worse, so we do need to step forward to get into the next range bracket here. And we are only just barely getting into that range bracket.
On my way.
Okay, PPC, not on you, but on you. I'm not gonna fire everything. Oh, we tore off his leg. Great. Okay, we've got him. We'll be able to knock out the other leg, I'm reasonably certain. Or we could, you know, just annihilate him. He's only got one injury left. So if we tore out his side torso, he'd be dead. Raven, start to fire the pulse. 2 hits. And a miss. Okay. So the Clint is alright for now. But I do anticipate they're going to start trying to focus on him. Valkyrie is leaping and taking a shot. Obviously not going to hit the Hunchback. The Hunchback is fine. So as long as the Wolfhound stays over there, I'm happy. Wait a second. Ooh. Not good. Got a Panther and a Wolfhound now. So we've just managed to incur the wrath of 2 of some of the better fire support mechs in this game. Which has me a little concerned. Here comes the Wolfhound back. Hi. Of course you're shooting the Clint. You have an unhealthy obsession with my Clint. Not much of the difference?
Systems holding.
Oh. Oh, which version of the Valkyrie we're fighting, yeah. And the Raven's gonna move over to the side. Open fire. Managed to get some good hits. I think he's marked us. Hopefully that was a marker and not a haywire. Okay, we've been narked. So incoming fire onto the Hunchback is gonna start to suck. Well, seriously, everybody apparently gets to move before us, but that's probably because they're inspired. This Commando at least will be moving at 1. Locust moving around the back. I'm not super concerned about it. Yet. Goofy!
You have orders?
Yes, I do. If it just stood here, like a chump, you could fire everything you wanted to, and you could probably kill him. What medium lasers would I need to not shoot in order to make it so you didn't die? Probably all of them. I can fire 3 medium lasers at him. So he's got 55, 30, so 80, 85. Potentially 70, but he's got less than that. Or we go for spamming for a headshot, but I don't have enough weapons to spam for a headshot. Because it's, what, a 1%? That's a 4% chance. Close to a 5. So, can I possibly... I'm already cooking. Gotta move. I can't stand still this round. You'd go for the left torso? Yeah. I think that might be the better solution. Ooh, that's not going to generate any evasion, but I don't want to move in front of a Valkyrie. Well, maybe the Valkyrie's not such a big deal. How's my back armor? 60, 75, 60? It can survive a round of shooting. So we will move right here.
Be there in a jiff.
Hi, Mr. Valkyrie. The arm is almost off? Yeah, that's part of the thought. Oh wow, it is almost off. So, oh, I'm cooking here. So, do we just go for it? Oh, we're gonna vigilance for 1. I don't want to just go for it. I want to make this happen. Problem is I don't have enough fire. I don't do enough damage if I do this. He's got to have at least 50 health. At least. Probably more than that. I just gave you a level of guts, didn't I? I did. Sweep the leg. Yeah, we're not built for that right now. Here's the plan. I need this commando not to be here. Okay, we did a little bit more than anticipated.
Enemy down.
The
Watch my heat.
trying to go for that was a little bit more. But he's not shut down, and that was the hope. So we pushed the line on him. He is going to have to punch next turn, but he pushed quite well. Holy crap, that Clint is just tanking it. Alright, so the Clint is not having a great day. Spenthia's altitude, unfortunately, she is a little bit toasty. Maybe time to get Spenthia right in the mix of things. Shooting from here is dealing with a what? Not good, not good, not good. Alright, if we went for a punch, if we want to be aggressive with people... Your leg is almost off on the right side, which is right there. Same is true for the torso. Had one moment. So, do I want to go for the leg on you? It's a 50%. Ugh. It's because you're in the bloody thing, isn't it? The Wolfhound has an open left leg, but he is guarding that left leg well. 69% though. And will chill us out and put us right on top of him for the next follow-up. could be crazy. That'd be a 69, that'd be a 63, but I would want to be in cover, and that's a 43. I'm going to put the pressure on the Wolfhound, and we're going to go a front kick. It's only a 63%, but that'll get us chilled out. We are in cover. Yeah, I was kind of worried that would happen, but I wanted to start putting the pressure down on him. So we are now chilled, so next round we get to open fire with that plasma gun at point-blank range, which will be fun. Pegasus has decided to come back for the fight, but we are now on top of people. Stop focusing the Clint, gosh darn it. They really want him dead. They just want him dead.
Receiving you.
Alright, Scrub. Oh, Scrub can get into cover. How lovely. Can Scrub get a side shot? He can get a side shot. Even better. Yeah, we're gonna... Not barbecue or barbecue entirely? Barbecue entirely. On fire. Okay, we missed, but we hit. So we've opened up his arm. We didn't deal anything critical to him. So that was a bit unfortunate. I had hope. And the Wolfhound is going for a side shot into the Clint. Seriously, man, your obsession with my Clint is starting to become unhealthy. Ooh, are you... Uh-oh! I may have made a serious mistake. It's focusing on my ERPPC. I do not want to lose my ERPPC. Got movement happening. Probably the Locust.
What's the plan?
The plan is to absolutely and completely annihilate this guy. The fact that he is having a 50% chance to hit this Raven, despite the fact that they are in the middle of this... Oh crap, he can't. That is unfortunate. I am on your left side. Oh, I'm actually in your back. I'm on your left side. I can get that hit on the left side, potentially hit that leg. I could rip it right off. That's what I'm gonna flip a coin for. Oh, come on, missed by 11%.
Missed.
Well, that has now placed the Hunchback out in the middle of the open. Maybe that will encourage them. I don't think it did. Okay, a lot of fire coming down. There. You... Oh, I hate you so bloody much, Raven. I'm gonna beat the ever-loving crap out of you next turn. Because you are no longer in cover, and you did not move very far.
Commander.
That is levels of irritating. Okay, if I got it behind him, it'd be a 34. If I really got it behind him, it'd be a 64. 23 versus twin 28s. So let's get nice and high on him. Get a back shot on him, 28s. Yeah, the Clint is taking an awful lot of fire for being a Clint. I think they're being slightly unfair with him.
Aye, aye.
How much armor are you packing? 95? Thing is, I don't want to pull the Clint from the fight entirely. Like, I could do that, but I feel like that would be something of a mistake. How are you at 28% for moving so little? We're gonna go for the swing. It's only 23 damage, but it'll chill us out. Okay, so that's 3 missed melee attacks in a row. All of which were, well, 60% or above, which is somewhat irritating. And he is very close to being no longer stable. That open head is enticing to the AI? Yeah, I suppose it is. Still, losing that ERPPC is the thing I really care about.
What can I do for you?
You hopefully can just rip the ever-loving guts out of something. You got a Valkyrie and a Pegasus. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't really care about either of them. Neither of them are particularly engaging or dangerous to me. So, I'm going to see
Don't need to tell me
if
twice.
you can't be my shining angel here.
Got it.
Not really. Oh, a little bit. But not really.
When I shoot you, you'll take
Yeah, that happens on occasion, Raider.
pretty hot in here,
And we were definitely rolling the dice a bit on this one. We were sending 3 mechs into Lyran controlled territory. Now, was I expecting a force of 8 on a half-skull mission? No. But I can't really be too irritated about it. We still got 19 armor on that torso. We're still okay.
Losing lots of armor.
Never mind, he's unsteady. And he keeps rolling absolutely terribly. Wolfhound pulling long range. That's a penetrator. Stability check passed, triple.
They've blown past my armor.
Alright, what do we got? Does everybody get to move before me again? I didn't think my, didn't think I was that terrible on tactics until now. We are going to kill every single one of these, though. Hopefully. Stop hitting me! So we have a couple of below threes who've been narc detected. Oh, you son of a...
Bad one, I think.
Waiting for orders.
We're not having a good day. We are very much not having a good day. I refuse to pull. Not on this. Is that... Oh, that's a back shot. Yeah, you've got to be pulled out of this.
Firing everything I've got.
Oh, come on, honey. Are you kidding? Let me guess, you're going to overheat now.
You could fry an egg.
No, at least she didn't do that. Let me guess, the Valkyrie's not going to focus all his fire on the Clint, of course, because the Clint is unsteady. At least he's passing all of his bloody stability checks. Jesus.
Awaiting orders.
Alright, so... somebody needs to bloody die. And now. How much do I care about the Raven versus how much... I care about the Wolfhound the most. I really do. Oh, that's gonna be gorgeous. Yeah, I don't risk it this time.
Yes, Commander.
Let's turn him into scrap.
As you wish.
Well, that was underwhelming. Yeah, we're trying to melt it to the ground. It's not working. The enemy is proving to be far more resilient than we had planned. We can't run. Not at this point. We've lost too much. Plus, he's about to fall over, so...
Internal structure damage.
The problem is the Wolfhound's been lucky, not that he's been tough.
One of ours.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's dead. Well, that's irritating. Pressing which button? The pilot's dead. There's no button to press with him. So the problems have been so far that we have missed shots that we should have hit. We're statistically under par at this point, because the number of 60% that we've launched that Wolfhound that he has just ignored,
Awaiting orders.
it's not... it is straining credulity at this point. So I'm going to pull here, because this Wolfhound is dead. Okay, you are a dead man. At least you should be, as long as you can hit enough of your 88s to actually kill him. Are you kidding me?
Target's taken a critical hit. The heat is
Wow.
by internal.
That was a 50% shot ratio right there. See, that's what I'm talking about. We are having a really bad statistical day. Okay, Trebuchet taking some hits. The problem is we've got to kill something or this was all worthless. Because the only thing we've killed so far is a commando. Do we really want commando parts? Get a single medium laser, don't care what you do.
Damage minimal.
Now, at this point, Talon, he's got plot armor. He's got some bloody plot armor on this one. The armor is not the issue. He is a light mech at the end of the day. His armor is not a overriding factor. So 35 armor in the back is nothing. We can blow through that. The problem is when you miss half of your shots on an 88% or higher, that's not armor. That's the dice screwing you on occasion. Okay, looks like he's finally involved. Hey, Panther, I gotta take you. Do you know why? You've got a PPC and I need one.
Waiting for orders.
Spanthea is just over the line and she's gonna cook like it's nobody's business. So I'm thinking it may be a good idea just to shove her over that line so that she can chill out in the next turn. But that will leave her open to everybody shooting at her. There is a certain level of that, yeah. But I am still putting this mostly up to the percentages. We've rolled really badly on scatter, and we've rolled really badly on accuracy. Missing 360% melee attacks. Missing, again, his 50%. Like, he's got, like, what, 6 weapons? 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah, he's got 6 medium lasers. All the medium lasers were at 88%, and the ER medium laser was at a 90-something. He missed 3 of those. That's... At the end of the day, the game is played with dice, so you can do the right things, and I think we did put the pressure at the right time. I think the Clint was a little bit unlucky, but especially with that opening headshot, which just marked him for death. But I think we've really been playing against the dice on this one. How good is your guts? Ah, screw. I can't trust an overheat on that level. Shoving her over the line, she'd just get mobbed, which is really irritating. So, that's unfortunate. That's not hindsight. I still think that we made the right move. We pushed in when we should have. Well, that sucks. Okay, that's irritating. We had just gotten stabilized, and that's bloody irritating. I'm very much a not happy camper now. Well, it's not the pilot that I cared about. If I'm completely honest, I don't care that Scrub died. What I care about is the fact we lost the Clint. The Clint is dead. The fact that its salvage parts showed up in the salvage list means that the mech died. So that's what irritates me. Now, on the other hand, we did get a Clint back. But that's going to be an expensive fix. Alright, show me my mech. Show me my new Clint. Might not as cool as my old Clint. Which nothing survived on. Well, the idea is to beat the random number generator by overcoming them. Are you Really? Really? Absolutely nothing. This campaign. This campaign is gonna make me gray. Okay, we got a fusion core for it. I can't afford that. Yeah, but we got a shitty one that has nothing in it. Literally nothing survived in this mech. I can't even afford to fix it right now. So we're on to 3 mech missions, which is very irritating to me. Get the Raven done. No, Laura, we don't do that. We do not do that. It's not fun if you do that. Save scumming doesn't make the game fun. If you do that, then everything that you do has no consequence to it. Like, every fight that we go into, there is an element of risk and challenge to it. And I'm irritated right now, I'm not gonna lie. I am very annoyed. But that makes the game fun. Because there was a distinct challenge to be met, and we didn't come out on top. So next time we're gonna have to be better. And we'll be better. And we'll be better. Now, if we run the company into the ground, we're going to start a whole new campaign, and that might happen today. I mean, we're down to 141,000. It's going to be rough with 3 mechs to go for the next few months. But save scumming is not enjoyable to me because it takes the risk out of the game, and if there's no risk, then deny shore leave request. I know you're going to get low spirits, but I need the pilot. if there's no risk to it, then there's nothing. Then there's no point to the game. One of the reasons I started doing this channel for Starfleet Command was because I wanted a reason to not just reload the game when something went bad. And Goofy's name. Why, it's a fine name, isn't it? He is Jordan Heath, or Heath Jordan, actually. He's Heath Jordan. That's not a bad name. But yeah, reloading the game doesn't make it fun. Doesn't make it interesting to me. This may be our first Lost campaign, but I'm gonna run it into the ground the whole time. But do we go on another assassinate mission? Smugglers funded by the pirates. I think we can take that. The prisoner is an escort mission. Escort missions, to a certain extent, escort missions become a little bit easier based purely on the fact that they will target your escorts. Throw the dice and see what happens. Well, we're already there. Oh, do I take the cash? Because I do need cash. We also got to get that. We got to get this Clint under construction soon. So at this point, all mech parts matter now. He's just playing named Heath Jordan. I'm going to sell the Cattle Master because there is no universe that I would field that Cattle Master. It will not happen. 1, 2 Commando parts, 3 Commando parts. 3 Commando parts, 1 Clint part, 2 Blackjack parts, 3 Firestarter parts. Okay. So we have 178. That is still not enough. Is it 2 skull max rating? Well, it happens. Absolutely, the skull rating can lie to you. It's called, like, contract difficulty variance or something like that, and you can set that at the beginning. So I don't... That's part of the fun, to me. We do have some things we're going to be selling, though. They're mainly useless pieces of equipment that I saw were in our inventory. Sell that. That's worth a mech part, jeez. Jump jets, broken jump jets, a couple of fusion cores. I'm not building an urban mech anytime soon. Shell that. A 120 is really light. A couple of heat sinks, structure, retractable blade, I'm keeping that. Jump jets, weapons. Unless I'm seeing a negative weapon, I'm not changing or selling anything. Yeah, okay. So that should give us enough to start fixing the mech. Do I wait on it, though? Do I sell it? How long is this going to take me to patch? 14 days and 200,000. That's the question. Because it's not a useful mech to me. And I don't have the parts to turn it into a useful mech for me. We got a 225 engine. That will give you what? 5.8. 5.8 is okay, actually. Okay. Armor that to the max, obviously. How many heat sinks are you short? You're short 1. Okay. Put you in the head for now. You have hands, and hands are accuracy. Weapons. You are rigged for 6 energy, 4 ballistic, and 1 missile hardpoint plus 5 supports. I have a tag, so I will take that tag and I will mount that tag. We have a single ER medium laser, so that's something to build off of. Do I have enough machine guns to turn this into anything? I have an AC-10++. No, that's not gonna work. Cheap engine core should tide you over with a single escort mission for cash. Yeah, although we're about to take a massive dip in our funds. So, machine gun ammo, do I have any? I got half, I've got incendiary and HMG half. Energy weapons. Got 2 more mediums and a large. Okay, ooh, I've got 8 tons. Big box LRM? No, that'd be useless. We've seen how useless LRMs are. Gotta be lasers. Large laser in the arm. To what? And they could just start stacking on smalls. And mediums, really. If we just Franken-mech to this, where would we be? No, large laser in there. Medium laser in there. Medium laser in... Oh, wow, you've got multiple CT lasers. We are not fans of each other, are we? Okay. Where did I put that tag? Putting it in a hand, where it will do the most good. So if we Franken-lasered this mech up... 2, 2, 1... Where's my other one? Oh, it's a head-mounted laser. Oh. This. Actually, no. Yes, that sacrifices an extra day, but I'm going to do it. And a small laser. Pull it off, put it on the bottom. So large, ER, two mediums and 2 smalls. Gives me 0.88 tons left. Gives me what? Also, what sort of heat efficiency? Oh, God. Oh, no. I can't do that. 2 medium lasers, a large laser, and a HS? Oh, and a heatsink? I'll cram in 2 heatsinks. Well, oh, and all just heatsinks, yeah. It's probably the way to go, because he's just not happy with the heat here. So small lasers out. Dump the ER. Gives us 3 heat sinks. Stack it in CT in order to make it possible to crit that location. Stack it on the head so you can crit that location. That gives us a heat efficiency of 39. So we're building 11 each turn. So 2 and a bit. Alrighty, it ain't a great build, but it'll survive for now. God, this is a pretty cringy build. Actually, get some heat sinks rather than the tag small lasers. You need cooling in this desert. That'll bring me down to 8. Do I have... yeah, and I don't have the heatsink for it anyway. So we may as well keep the tag for now. So the question I was going to have is, do I swap it out for the retractable blade? But it costs 2 tons. So that'll be a month. And we are scraping at 20,000. Let's see if we can't right this boat. Yeah, but they're also really heavy. So, and unless you're going to build a mech that can basically knock somebody over in 2, there's really no point to going for heavy flamers like that. I mean, we had a Hellhound in our Starburst Starter Car campaign. Unless we stacked them heavily, it didn't give us enough of an advantage to justify the heavy weight.
Standing by. How's it going? I'm ready.
Receiving you. Good to go.
Alright, now on the bright side, our financial report is much cheaper than it has been. We're underneath 40,000 again. Alright, let's see here. So, we are probably going to do the escort mission. They're both terrible payouts. Raiding party is a straight-up battle for 700,000. But it's also a really good salvage opportunity. Protect the mechs is a 1.5 scale escort that is not going to pay out much. Price of Discretion is an escort as well. Oh, that's a really good one. Yeah, we're running a bit low here. There's always a data alliteration mission, but I think we lose that one. 1.5 scale smuggler? If we kill him and run, we might... Well, the Hunchback doesn't run, that's the problem. Alright, so we're going to do a protect the mechs one, because the mechs actually can defend themselves a bit. We're going to go heavy for cash, just to get us above water again. Bring the Raven in, put the Trebuchet over here, Hunchback, give Spenthia back her ride, Goofy in the Hunchback, and who's our best gunner? Well, honestly, it's Goofy. Okay, who was our next best gunner? Captain Falcon. Yeah, Darius, well, it's the best I've got. Plan B would be medium lasers, vehicle flamer, and go with that. Well, we can only pack on 3, plus heat sinks. Although, once we get enough heat sinks, we can start cramming them on. But yeah, that's what we'd prefer to do. Because as irritating as it is to have the disco back splatter his damage across the entirety of a mech, it gives you actually a chance to actually hit something. As long as we can sort of confine our operations against mostly pirates, we can do okay with that approach. The trick is to find those missions. Because they're not super common. Well, no, I take that back. They are completely super common, but we've been having a little bit of bad luck with it lately. So 357,500 C-bills was a 5 of 21, but it's maybe low enough that it doesn't matter. Escorts will be smaller units spread over the missions. Well, we're going to be escorting mechs. So we're straight up going to be bringing people who can actually shoot back instead of just a couple of APCs. APCs are faster, but the mechs can actually fight. Not very well, because they're all going to have ramshackle and shoddy armor. But they can actually defend themselves to a certain extent. If we get really lucky, we're going to have, like, heavy mechs that we'll be escorting, and then they can basically do the battle for us. Oh, great. This one. Alrighty, let's see what we got. Okay, so there's a blocking force on this one. And we're probably taking it from here to here. So let's see if we can't get involved in this one and survive. Zoom. Gotta get off this planet. Are we still in Galatia? I feel like we are. Captain Falcon, bringing his gunslinger trebuchet at this point. It's carrying a cannon. I'm going to call it a gunslinger for a bit. He used to have a gunslinger Phoenix Hawk before he got killed. Oh, let's hope that we do not repeat that. If we lose another mech, we're in trouble. We have done 3 mech recoveries before, but this has been a really rough campaign start. Keep the altitude, keep on high. I want to shoot from above. Oh, you do? Oh, you do. Okay. Okay.
All weapons are go.
Oh crap, no, never mind. We're gone. We are absolutely gone. And I'll tell you why. Anybody want to guess? I'm going to leave it open for a bit. Why are we leaving? Why are we not even going to bother? Why is the moment that I'm getting one of my mechs up, we are gone? Talking to the opponents, escorts tend to be a lot smaller in units to fight. And yes, the escort mechs are handy to help here. Nope. Not a Gauss. Yep, Norman's got it. Norman's got it. Full armor. No, it's not an assault. It's this is a 55-ton Shadowhawk, but he's at full armor. He is not ramshackle. He is not damaged in any way. We're gone. Can't fight this. This we will get killed doing.
Retreating.
Hell, whatever else they call it. So, here's the problem, Raider. The escort mission is going to throw us 2 to 3 waves of mechs, with the blocking force being indicative of what else we're about to face. I think we lose. I think we just flat out lost, actually. Huh, maybe I should have fought it out. But if we're running into multiple mediums... Mind the pulses on the thing, it's their Big Daddy. Yeah, we're gone. I think your stream is a little bit further back. Because, yeah. But I do think we've just lost here, because the last time we finished a mission having sub the cash in drop cost, it kicked us out. So if that's the case, I'm gonna be honest, we're not gonna recover that one. Because that mission would have gotten us killed. I have no... Oh, we are dead. Okay, so we're still alive.
We're almost completely... Our nest egg is just about gone, Commander.
If you do this for another 1,000 times, I'm going to be irritated. Okay, good. So we have 1 day to fix the Raven. Oh. Oh, well. So I'm going to be honest. Not particularly broken up on that one. So it's you have to travel a day at being underneath the cache before it'll dump you out. Yep, rip the Goof Troop. Unfortunately, it has been a rough several campaigns with them, or episodes with them. They just never were able to quite get off the line, it looks like. Yeah, press F to pay respects. Now, part of that was me. I got too suckered into how the Rumblers played, because the Rumblers had a much better start, and because of that, I didn't account for a more difficult campaign. At least provide campaign to stabilize with her. Yeah, Ripper's kicking butt and taking names. I mean, I'm several episodes ahead of where we are right now. That is amazing, just the amount of work they're getting done. Welcome to the fate of 50% of mercenary companies in the sphere. I think your number is low, Simbri. I think your number is very low. Still, that's the first campaign that we've ever lost, so that kind of sucks. But we shall start anew. And we have enough time to start anew. And, hey, we've got a pretty active group this time, so I think we can make something fun. It didn't end like the 30% who die. Yeah, the Goof Troop, they retired and tried to bail out of their deaths or something. Oh, that's rough. That one doesn't count, Raider. That was a glitch. I get where the Rogue and RogueTech comes from. Yes, that was the point. Where you run as far as you can and then lose. Yep, that was the reason they call it RogueTech, because it is a roguelike. But we are going to start again. We're going to start with a brand new company. We're going to start with brand new people. I think we're going to leave Blackadder aside for now. We're not going to do that. But it's time to start taking suggestions for where we want to be from. So, Magistry of Canopus, Davian, Kurita, Liao, Rimroad Periphery, Merrick, the Deep Periphery, Steiner, or the Taurian Concordant. What sort of background we want to look at, and what sort of life we led. In the meantime, I'm going to be looking at appearances. Yep, I know, and I leave it where it is. Nathan wants Merrick. He's already on that case. Go with that. Don't be Mutter Ludigus. Go with him. Oh, the meme guy. Nice, you have potential. Yep, I know. And I leave it like that for a reason. Because you want some contract variants, you want it to sometimes surprise you. So, Sean has voted Rosselhog Republic. Are they even an option? Did I read them? They are not an option. Kuritan Betrayed Pirate. So Simbri wants Kuritan Betrayed Pirate, and Nathan wants Merrick. Hey, bankruptcy sale actually meant you wouldn't die in poverty, just dissolve the country. Yeah, I mean, selling the Argo is going to knit you. I think somebody had up on the forums that it was like 1 billion credits or something that thing costs, or 1 million credits? Or C-bills? Okay, we got 2 for Merrick, 1 for Kurita. And Raider wants Goof Troop Mark II. No, Raider, we need some time away from that. And Talon wants A Liao. Alright, so we've got 3 up. Those are going to be our 3 options. We can go Merrick, we can go Liao, or we can go Kuritan. And I'm going to be honest, we're already doing a Liao campaign. So Raider is also on Merrick. So we've got Merrick. We've got 3 for Merrick? Yeah, we got 3 for Merrick. 1 for Kurita and 1 for Liao. But I'm going to be honest, we're already doing a Liao campaign for Ripper's Rumblers, so may not quite want to do that. Sean is Kurita, so we've got 2 for Kurita, we've got 3 for Merrick. The most toxic commander ever in the gas mask. We can do one of the shepherds. Oh, Sean changed his mind. Oh, okay, so we've got 2 for 2 at this point. Yep, so we've got 2 for 2 and 1. So 2 Merrick, 2 Kurita, and 1 Liao. So either somebody's going to make the tie even worse, or somebody's going to break the tie. Syndrome. Let's see if we can find an appearance here. This dog has just seen far too much. Most of the crazy portraits are up top. Got 17 people here who wants to break the tie. Yes, that's the question. I'm going with this one. I like the aesthetic. This is our pilot. Play the dog. The name is Fido. Oh. Norman, didn't you already vote for Merrick? No, Nathan voted for Merrick. Alright, so Norman has voted for Merrick as well. No, we're not doing Fido. We have done a Goofy campaign already. We're going to do something a little bit different. Cabal, Vision, nah, Murdoch, Dragon, Music, Bandit, Skippy, Slaper, Dagger, Zapper, Dealer, Letter, Huevos, Spaniel. God, no. No Spaniels. That's the rules, okay? We will never use the call sign Spaniel.
Awaiting orders.
See, Iona Ryu. Iona Black Sheep Ryu. I'm aboard with this.
Orders. Commander. Standing by. I'm receiving you. Receiving you.
Hey. Standing by. Yes, Commander.
All right, so we're gonna be doing a Merrick campaign. So what's the background, folks?
Yeah. I'm listening.
I hear ya.
What's up, boss?
Waiting for orders.
Tell me what you need.
What can I do for ya?
You want to do glitch?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So is ringing thing. I'm a Merrick boy myself when I run tabletop. I'm okay with losing that one.
Receiving orders. Reading you loud and
Good to go.
Okay, let's do female overload.
Waiting on you, Commander.
All right, so we have Iona Black Sheep Ryu. She will be from the Free Worlds League, the House of Merrick. Raiders got exiled noble vet.
Good to go.
Okay. Gladiator, Merchant Guard, Frontier Pilot, American Coalition
What can I
Soldier.
do for ya?
Didn't we just do a vet run? Yeah, wasn't Goofy an Orion soldier? Let's give me the Wonder Woman. No, absolutely not. Well, that does stack gunnery. Are you trying to make things just a little bit more non-thematic and more mechanic, Raider? Is that what you're trying to do? So we got Family Betrayal Pirate. As before. Oh, so basically Voodoo's campaign. Let's see, betrayed and piracy.
I hear ya.
Gives her gunnery and guts. Do a pirate start with Pyromex? No, absolutely not. Well, can we? No, we already selected the random planet, so we can't really. You're looking for less irritation. I assure you, there is nothing that you can do to prevent that. RogueTech giveth and RogueTech taketh away. There will be no avoiding that. Yeah, this was a Voodoo's campaign. He was Davian, but he had his family betrayed and was turned to a pirate. Oh no, he was exiled, wasn't he? Yeah, he was in exile. So, it's close. Yeah, let's do former Frontier Pirate. I'm feeling it. I like the former Frontier Pirate background. Alright, the whole war is business is hell thing. Alright, welcome back to Black Sheep's Marauders. Yeah, no, somebody come up with a good name. We need to come up with something a little bit better than that. We're former pirates, so Black Sheep's Marauders, no thank you. This may actually be an opportunity to go with just a straight-up name instead of pilot's name something. Yeah, I want to see what makes me roll too, but I also need a name. Merrick Bankrupt Merchant. Too late, Talon. I think, Talon, that you're a little bit behind us on the stream. Just make sure the little live button is, the little live light is on, because you come in like twice as long after. Alright, so we've got an interesting lineup. Okay, so we're looking at a Javelin, a Trebuchet again. Oh. LRM-15, LRM-15, lasers, dumbfire LRMs. Okay, so looking at this again. One is basically what happened to you. Black Sheep. Good point. Yeah. What is it? VMA 231? Black Sheep Squadron? I like it. Oh, I seriously like it. Hang on a sec. Where were you aiming that? We're the Black Sheeps. So, customize company. And they flew Corsairs, so that's blue. So we got to include a deep blue in it. Alright, let's see if we can't find a ram's head in here. There's gotta be one. It's such a typical symbol. Somewhere in here there will be a sheep. 214, that was it. So we are going to be playing VMA 214 for just a little bit. Which, by the way, if you're a fan of DCS, the Corsair has been announced and confirmed to be being done by Leatherneck Studios. God help us all. You need a Pappy Boyington pilot. Oh. Anybody know where the ram's head is on this one? Because I know it's out there. We've run into it in the past. Or, we've run past it in the past. All kinds of falcons and stuff like that. I'm looking for a ram. It's a cow. But I'll use it on short notice if needed. Also a cow. There's a lot of cows in this. Name a fleet in Star Trek Online. Oh, that's neat. Uptech, Arbiter, and Stinger. You got parts to strip. Oh, great. Are we looking at another rough start? Could have sworn... I know for a fact there's a ram's head in here somewhere. I just can't seem to find the bloody thing. We've got wolves, we've got horses, lots of horses and birds. Horses and birds are pretty popular. Some sort of weird sword thing. Someone sitting on top of the world, Paul Bunyan. Turtles with LRMs, very dangerous. One should always seek to avoid them. Reaching hands. Come on. Don't want to spend this long making a bloody emblem. You are out there. I know you're out there. You will come to me soon. Got stags. We got the paradox symbol. Am I just missing it? Because I get the feeling I've scrolled past it twice. If we don't find anything, we'll probably hold with something just geometric and I'll find it next time. Thought I saw in the middle column towards the bottom. Yeah, let me just... Oh, there it is. Right there. Okay. Quick check. So that'll do. And give me darker colors, because they flew Corsairs. Give me blues. You got blues? You got blues. Yeah, that'll work. Save. Black Sheep Squadron. Alrighty, so now let's check out the medal. We'll get one mission in today. Absolutely. Alright, so we got a Javelin 11D, a Trebuchet 4M, a Crab 20, a Hatchetman 3F, an Arbiter, which is currently being filled in by a Wolverine, and a Stinger, which is, oh God save us all. Alright, let's take a look at these guys in detail. We're going to start, we're going to just go left or right, because I want to sort of save the disappointment from what I'm being told about the Arbiter. We have a Javelin who is rocking double heat sinks. He's rocking a double heat sink kit. He is, oh boy. Wow. This is lovely. This is beautiful on several levels. Only one problem. Armor. Armor is a bit of a problem. Okay. Question becomes, what's my heat efficiency? We're looking at 66 for 96. Are you kidding me, game? Average jump heat is 13. See, do we rip out the jump jets? There's a lot of tech here. We got 4 ER medium lasers and 2 pulses. Jesus. That is... She is a cooker. But she is also pretty much everything we want. Endocomposite. Oh, why endocomposite? That is a lot of tech. I'm thinking about ripping out the jump jets. How fast do you move on land? 6, and you jump 7. Wait, no, so you... Actually jumps really goddamn far. I don't have a pilot that can do this, though. Because jumping is a -3 accuracy. Yeah, we're ripping out these jump jets for sure. Give me 3 tons of weight back, please. Before it gets fried in the second mission. Yeah, that is the concern. Never reduce your head armor. That is a recipe for disaster. Give me all of your armor. And after you do that, then we'll see about adding in some jump jets again. Because this mech is gonna get chewed on. So max out the legs, drop one here, go 45 in the back, and give us a single jump jet. Oh no, 2 jump jets. There we go. Considering traveling to one of our medium stat? Yeah, good point. This is what I'm currently considering, just to max out the armor, but we will definitely keep that in mind. Yeah, I didn't think we could do it, though. Alright, so the trebuchet, I believe, is the same one as we had last time. Well, with Deadfire LRMs. So we're looking at 2 LRM-15 pluses, which is plus 1 LRM damage, plus the Deadfires, which I believe is a minus accuracy. Yeah, minus 1 accuracy, plus 2 long-range missile damage, plus 1 stability damage, minus 40% all range brackets, minus 180 medium range, and minus 1 accuracy. So this is basically an MRM at this point. So this is a trebuchet MRM. What kind of heat are we looking at? 60 for 70. That armor is too light for me. That armor is way too light for me. I like the concept of the Deadfire. Till he scraps the Stinger. We may scrap the Stinger now. I may not keep it at all. It's got an AMS, an old style AMS. I'm thinking we may rip this out. And do that. How many, do I have any open slots? A little bit. Yeah, no, Talon, that's what we're doing. Again, I think you're a little bit far behind the stream. The stream is like 10 seconds lag between me saying stuff and it coming up on my live screen sort of side screen, but you come in like way later after that. So I'm thinking about doing something like this. We still have a ton left open. Oh, we'd also pull this off, so we've really got 2 tons left open. But yeah, that's my general thought at this point. Because I want armor. I want defenses. We could swap those medium lasers out for those medium pulses. Okay, we got the Crab 20. Show me your crabness. So, straight up Crab 20. Yep, 2 large lasers, 1 small, 1 medium. This mech is one of those, it's really difficult to go wrong mechs. On tabletop, you can fire both lasers, I believe, every other turn? Because you fire 2, then 1, then 2, then 1, then 2, then 1, or something like that? So, this is pretty good, just in terms of what it gives us. It gives us 7 energy hard points, which is fantastic. I do kind of want to keep the large lasers, just because I want something that'll punch through the enemy. But this is pretty solid. I'm pretty happy with that one. Shallow fire laser, yep. Yeah. So, of course, it needs more armor, desperately. But if we rip out some of the endo steel from... Or did we have endo? No, we had endo composite. Ugh. But definitely I think we want to turn our crab into a centerpiece, as they often are. Hatchet Man, if you're like any other Hatchet Man, you're going to have serious armor problems. Okay, the back armor is really bad, actually. So, Hatchet Man has a bit of a problem. I gotta remember this. This is not our Hatchet Man. Our Hatchet Man is much better than this, because our Hatchet Man is... Who puts AC-10 ammo in the CT? No. Bad. Still a shame it isn't a 55-ton mech. The maximum tonnage you can get, Simbri, for your starter mechs is 50 tons. So it'll be anything between 20 and 50 tons, simply because 20 is the lightest, but 50 is the max that it'll give you. So you can't get a 55-tonner. So this is a bit of a problem. I don't have a big enough fusion core in this thing. Wait a second, a 180? Yeah, that's a bit light. So that AC-10 is really going to be one of his primary weapons. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, and oh, I hate this. He's got no hard points. Just because he's got the hatchet, so they don't give you any additionals on top of that. That's gonna suck. We're gonna have to get a really big fusion core to throw into that thing, and I'm not sure I've got one. Can't really steal from the crab, because the crab is gonna need all the help it can get. Alright, Mr. Arbiter, who is pretending to be a Wolverine. Show me what it is that you do. Oh, you're a 35-ton mech that is the size of a Wolverine. And you are rocking an Ultra AC-5. Somebody was telling me this Arbiter was way out of date. Who is that? I want you to number, because this is an Ultra AC5 with a double stack magazine. That is not bad for a fire support. I mean, it's gonna kind of suck for us because an Ultra AC5 is... Ooh, actually, we put that on the Hatchet Man because it's 9 tons. He's 4 energy, so he does have some extra room for energy, and 2 ballistic. He's a light, though. Gotta remember he's a light. Stinger is it's a bloody Stinger. It's terrible. It's... Stingers and Wasps are awful, awful mechs. Sort of okay lambs, but awful, awful mechs. Wow, somebody stacked all the jump jets on you. Yeah, and you're not a lamb. You don't have any of the structures for it. So the medium laser and machine gun. Ooh. How long would it take to rip everything off of this? It'd take me 13,150 and absolute no time. I'm doing that. I have a prejudice against Stingers. I'm not gonna lie. Should have stored it. Shoot. Whoops. Thank you. Stinger, you are going in storage. Just commented on Discord, did a lag less. I don't know, I'm not actually checking Discord. Crab, take the double heatsink from the... Yeah, I'm not actually looking at my Discord, it's actually behind my the chat screen that I have open for YouTube. So we're putting that into storage, and... So 35 is best for the Scout Weight Band. We're going to have to do something about energy weapons for him. Javelin has a lot of really good tech. But yeah, the Crab needs it more than it does. Although, you've got your Endosteel. If I remove your Endosteel... 02 is an up-ticked Arbiter? Okay. If I remove your Endosteel, how much weight are you going to give me? 2.5 tons. Okay, what I need is I need this off, this done, this removed, and then one taken from there. Yank that out of there. Brings my heat efficiency up to a 60-55, which means I don't need that double heatsink. Wait, I do. Do I need that? Oh yeah, I do, because it needs to be 60. So I do need that double heatsink. And it gives me a fire control plus missile, which basically negates the problem of the LRM-15. This is 9.5 tons that we've taken off here. I'm not sure I want to do this just yet, but this is the first thing I'm leaning towards. Because it'll give him an LRM-15 that does a lot of damage, because it's granting +1 anyway, so it's a +3 with the Deadfire ammo, plus the, so it's 8 damage. It's basically SRM damage right there. On an LRM-15. Oh, on 2 of them? Duh. That's a hard argument for me to make now. Because the Deadfire means we can walk up close to people, and it doesn't matter. How? I am just 1 over the efficiency. The armor's just too light. That's my problem. I seriously can't... I can't go into a battle like this with basically a heavy light mech's worth of armor. I really think that we need to beef up this armor with something serious, but the only major weight that we've got on board is those LRM-15s, because they're 7 tons. With 2 tons of armor, how much armoring can I get? Okay, so I can max out the torsos. The front torsos, anyway. And the AMS? Yeah, that's another 10.5. That's a good point. And that'll let me... Well, really, I need to armor up this fist. We need our back armor, too. And we bring this up. Oh, let's get the CT up to full. Got a ½ ton more for there. Bring up to 45 on all. 35 on the CT, which is not good enough. So I'm shooting 30 LRMs at a time, and I've got 240 normal shots, plus an additional 120 here. 240 does give me 9 shots? 8 shots. 8 shots with the LRMs. Plus an additional 4, so I've got 12 in total, which honestly is where I need to be. So I'm going to pull some out of here. Give me some back armor there. Pull some out of here. Give me more armor here. Because I don't need this laser quite so prioritized. I'd like to pull this Endosteel off, I really would, but I don't think I can because this is not a terrible mech. The legs are a little light, and I'm not super happy about that. But that might be what we do for now. It's not super fast, but the ammo switching, as has been pointed out, is a really good thing, because it means that we can use the dead fire when we need to, and we can use the long range when we need to. And we've got the fire control system for the +1 direct fire missile accuracy. So that'll mean that basically when we fire our dead fires, we're shooting at normal accuracy, and when we're fighting our LRMs, as long as we can see them, we're doing a lot more. Question is, do I want to do something maybe a little like this? To bring the leg armor up some. That's 24 shots? What is it? 240 divided by 30. Because we've got 2 LRM-15s here. I didn't think my math was wrong. Because each one of these 120s... No, it's 120 shots. And then we've got the 2 LRM-15s. And that's kind of what eats through our ammo fast. So I think this is what I'm going to go with. It gives us a decent armor all around. 95 on the legs, 80 on the good arm, 70 on the not so good arm. It's not a ton of protection on this ammo. Yeah, but we've got 2 of them. We've got an LRM here in the left arm and an LRM here on the right torso. So it's firing 30 shots, not 15. But yeah, that's going to be the mech here. And I can't pull off the endosteel no matter how much I want to. So we'll lock that down. That trebuchet will work.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
The question is, do we rip everything out of the javelin? Because that's a lot of good kit. And that'll take a lot of time to do it. But we could. Absolutely could. Got 2 medium pulses, 4 ER and 4 ER mediums, plus a ton of double heat sinks. We got the double heat sink kit. If I pulled this out and put this into the crab, it would already be great. Yeah, I was thinking about it, Talendra, but I decided against it because the dead fire gives us basically a... So the LRM launchers themselves are +1 damage, and then +2 more on the dead fire rounds. So if we get in range of somebody, we're doing basically SRM damage. Concentrating your best kit in 4 mechs and making the 4 very capable, well-fitted mechs. Yeah, there is that. You have 2 ballistic, 6 energy. Don't want to ungun you, but that may be the way to go. Yeah, but if you hurl, like, 30 missiles at somebody, that's an accuracy all of its own. The whole quantity has a quality all of its own. I'm not really convinced by this Hatchet Man. Like, I have a Hatchet Man in my other campaign, and it's great. But I don't have the kit to turn this into something incredible. And the armor's pretty light. I could pull off the jump jets, because the jump jets don't give me a whole ton of mobility. That gives me 2 tons for armor. Which I should be able to max out my torsos. Whoever made this mech was a sadist, or perhaps a masochist. Okay, we've got our forward torsos fully armored up. Get our rear torsos a little bit better. You have the money to take a month of refitting, and it will massively improve your items. Yeah, I agree. And that's kind of what we're doing. The question is, do we rip off this AC-10 in order to mount the Ultra AC-5 from the Arbiter? Because I'm not quite familiar with this mech. And at 35 tons, relying solely on an Ultra Autocannon has me very, very worried. Talendale is right about pulling the pulses from the Javelin and putting them on the hatchet with the Arbiter as well. Okay, so you guys agree with that one. Alright, so we can pull the Ultra out. He's got 4 energy slots. So I can fill him up with just medium lasers. Come on. And roll with that. That gives me 8 tons, max out armor. Oh, that gives me a lot of tonnage. Just an absolute metric ton of tonnage. I have 2 machine guns. Give him a bit of a machine gun punch. Still gives me 3 tons. Jeez. Heat efficiency goes way down. 30 or 49. Jeez. Well, that's okay. Sort of. Maybe. Not really, but it's what I've got. His average range has also gone terrible, and his movement is horrible. Oh my god. I'm not sure I can pull this out. Unless I want to depreciate the Arbiter entirely. That's going to be a rough one to try and figure out right there. Because if we do this, we lose the Arbiter. We don't have the tonnage in order to make this thing work, because we don't have the fusion core to make this thing work. And I'm fairly certain that the fusion core we pulled out of the... is a 120, yeah. Build terrible heat efficiency mechs and play on an Arctic world. I don't think we can do that. Alright, let's pull your pulses out. We're basically going to turn you into a fire javelin for now. Pulse out, pulse out. That puts your heat efficiency up to a 66 for 60. So that means you've got a double heatsink in there that you don't need. Pull that out. That'll give you a 60 for 60. 3F is a victim of changing rules. Originally it just came out with a 0 weight club. When the rules changed, it had to find 3 tons to make up for it, which is why it has no armor. Oh, that's pretty rough. So we pull that. We can pull that double heatsink out for now. Are you down by 3? You are down by 3. Oh, that's unfortunate. Gives you 5 tons, with which I can cram armor into you. Wait, no, I need that double heatsink still in there. And I will drop one of these. And we could do that. Just absolutely blitz them with medium laser fire. You can do this to rocket launcher? Yeah, but that mech is already way underweight. Like, we're gonna have real troubles with that mech. Back, because it managed to fall off. Pull the oh, I can't pull the endocomposite out. It's only half a ton, though. Dump a medium laser. Pull the endocomposite out. Do I have anything that gives me half a ton? Pull the other one out. Give a machine gun. I could actually do that. I mean, if I can find a half a ton of machine gun ammo. I was going to say, you also have the heatsink from replacing the crab single heatsinks. Oh, you think we should pull out the heatsinks entirely? I mean, that would make this mech have some very serious problems. What was I about to look for? Oh yeah, half a ton of machine gun ammo. It's HMG, more HMG. Machine gun safe. 75% reduced explosive potential. Huh, interesting. I'm not seeing any MG ammo. So that's unfortunate. So you just want to go whole hog and rip the double heatsink kit out entirely. The problem I have with that is that this thing needs 3 heatsinks, and I don't think I have them. Oh, I have 6, never mind. Javelin goes into storage, laser upgrade, literally everything else, the double heatsink kit. Wow, that's, I can't do that. I'm already at 4 max, aren't I? Oh no, I do have 5, okay. Alright, yeah, okay. We'll store it then. I'm loving the community interaction, by the way. It's really helping out, because otherwise we would be building something very different. Alright, so the crab's gonna get the double heatsink kit, for sure. And you guys want the pulse lasers on the hatchet man? Pull out these double heats, or these standard heatsinks, because he's not gonna use them. Come over here, I need this one. Heatsink kit. Double. You don't have a treasure trove of gear. Pull that heatsink off, and that heatsink off. Alright, heat efficiency is 60 for 78. Give me max armor. And then drop the armor by 1. Give me a double heatsink. Throw it on there. I have 1 ton remaining. Give me another double heatsink. The HCT will be closing anyway. Well, it's gonna take time to get there. That's a bit of its problem. So many heatsinks to remove. It's gonna take 27 days for the armors. So I definitely want to lean in towards more heavily armoring this mech. So as much as I'd love to pull this small laser off, give myself half a ton to put on a medium laser. We don't... Oh, no, yeah, we do have the XL engine. Yeah, no, I'm not that crazy. People are going to be shooting this crab. That's going to be part of the goal of it. Well, if I'm completely honest, I'm not super happy about the... But just how few weapons it has. Part of me wants to basically cram all these ER mediums onto it by doing this. You out. Mediums all go in the fists, and then there. Actually, no, that one will go in the head. Part of me wants to do this. Less dangerous than a composite? Oh yeah, good point. Yes, he did. He had a lot of equipment on board. So the Nano composite will give me an additional ton. So that's basically one ER medium laser if we want to go in that direction. Pull that off. Pull that off. Give me my large laser back. My ER medium will go in the hand. Give me that. Fire control plus plus. I've got half a ton, and I don't want to have to put it back into that small laser. I really, really don't. I don't need that. Not changing that may actually just be the best way to go. I mean, aside from this. Make it so it's slightly more accurate. So what do you think? We go basically a stock crab, we just throw in a couple of extra double heat sinks. Give him the fire control system. Not bother with the XL. That'd be... pull a bit of leg armor and keep the endo for another heatsink? Well, so... What, you want 2 more heatsinks? Because the endo will give it another heatsink just on its own. And that'll put it up to 7878. And that keeps us pretty much max armored here. But I could pull a little bit to get some more weight for another medium laser. Swap out the small laser for it. But this will be able to eat a ton of fire. Got the best fusion core that we can get in it. It's a 5A, which is not bad. 37 days. Ooh, this mech is going to be out for a while. Alrighty, let's lock that crab in. And the Arbiter, which everybody is saying rip that Ultra Autocannon right off. Not against it, I'm just a little bit concerned. Because it's super slow. Yeah, you can't. We've got 78 for 78, so as long... Well, Galatia is a desert world, so we're kind of stuck with that. We do have a 180 engine now, though, so we can throw that in here. Rip the Ultra off, rip the rocket launcher off. Puts our movement up to a 5.8, so it's somewhat survivable. And cramming heatsinks and medium lasers. I mean, that would be the way to go. We've only got 4 slots for medium lasers, which is kind of disappointing. So, if we go ER mediums... What do you think, 4 ER medium lasers and see if we can't fill out the rest with standard heatsinks? This gives us our old Javelin build back. Heatsinks, I've got 12 of them. How's my heat if I just max out the number of these that I can possibly get? And that puts us up to a heat efficiency of 5160, which is actually not terrible. It's an outspeed comparable to the old Fast Panthers, which isn't bad. I like the idea with the ER medium lasers. Yeah, this turns it into a Javelin that we normally get. Oh crap, we didn't put any armor onto it. If I drop a medium laser, that makes me really weak. If I drop the jump jets, risk the age. Yeah, good point. The XL would help. That gives us enough to armor up everything. And then if we just shave a little bit, we can cram in another heatsink into the sucker. That lets us keep our 4 jump jets and puts us up to 5460. which I think will work out quite nicely. We do have a hand we're not using, but that gives us plus melee accuracy. So that'll be 28 days. This is more than a month here. Pull the jump jets? What else would I put in the jump jets place? I mean, that would be the question. What would we put there instead? So until I have something to do that, I'm just going to keep them in there for filling slots and crits. Alright, our hatchet man. AMS instead of jump jets? Good point. Time for the hatchet man to get refit. And we'll probably have to sell the Stinger for cash. So AC-10 comes off, AC-10 ammo comes off. And then the Ultra AC-5 goes on his shoulder. We've got the Ultra AC-5 double stack. That gives us 3 tons, which puts us back where we were. We then take out the jump jets. That gives us enough to turn these mediums into pulses. Puts our heat efficiency at 30 for 27. And we are at the 3 heat sinks that we require, so that's 5 tons. Throw on the armor. Hey, we've got armor. I can't do anything other with ballistics. I don't have any support because it has no slots. Equipment, heatsink, double heatsink, hand, AMS, jump jet. It's probably getting 2 jump jets. Because I'm going to trim the... Oh, they're not... Oh, yeah, they're regular mediums. Good point. Whoops. Let's pull those out. Weapons. I thought I grabbed my pulses, but I did not. Okay, so I'm 1.31 tons under. Which means I gotta shave. Equipment. Heatsink double. Yeah, no weight saving here. It's time to shave. Pretty decent amount of tonnage off this thing. A little bit and a little bit more. Half a ton to go. Can't quite do it. We can. Just not at full armor. It sucks because we're going to be throwing this mech into the teeth of enemy fire, but... Especially because it's probably going to get surrounded, unfortunately. 50. I really can't. I don't have endo. No endo to be had. But we'll lock in for that. Okay, each one of these mechs is taking a month. That's a bit of a problem.
Right.
Because we don't have a month's worth of supplies. Do you have a spare large laser? You could go large laser, medium pulse. We don't. We have basically nothing. So, those are our 4 mechs. I am going to have to sell something. I mean, I could sell both of them, but I don't want to. We're going to sell the Stinger first. 243 for the Javelin. So 16, 37, 28, 28. That's a bit of a problem, for obvious reasons. So, we're looking at 1.6 million in terms of spending. I have over 1.5, yeah, but I'm gonna need over 1.67 million. So that's gonna be rough. Yeah, we're gonna have to sell this Javelin. It's going to happen, unless we can take an easy early mission. Hello, Andre. Welcome to the stream. We're actually getting towards the end of it. We are gonna do 1 mission, hopefully, but we are very much all right. Let's build you. You need gunnery and piloting. Your guts is fine.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Would a mech bay upgrade help? It would, but the mech bay upgrade is expensive. So, the mech bay upgrade will allow us to work on 2 at a time. Yeah, the problem is I'm worried is, do I have enough cash to survive that long? So, we need 3 upgrades in order to make mech bay 2 work. We need power systems, which is 90. We need mech bay 2, which is 700,000, so we're at 790. And then we need automation. Yeah, which is another 350. So we need round about 1.15 million C-bills. Yeah, that's kind of my plan. So I can start working towards this right away. But it's gonna be rough. Very rough at the very beginning. If we manage to pull this out, we're going to have a pretty set up starter lance. But this is not a style that I normally play in, so I have great concerns. But that's normal. Alright, let's skill up our mech warriors. Guess who's back, by the way? Back again.
I've got your back.
Yeah. We got the Punisher back. Alright, so let's get Punisher rigged up with what he's going to do. He will be a gunnery piloting as well, because he's the Punisher. Does he need that on standing the threshold? Wait on skills? Why? We know what our mechs are. There's nothing that's going to change with that one.
Ready for orders.
Standing by.
Oh yeah, good point. That will make things more expensive.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Well, at least I'm free. Yeah, Punisher's back.
Waiting for orders.
Hi, Behemoth. Bye, Behemoth. Yeah, I'm going to be selling a couple.
Aye, aye.
Hey,
I'm ready.
wow, we're getting a lot of our original pilots. So we've got Apex, we've got Ek, and we've got Punisher back. I'm going to keep Punisher just because Punisher is fun.
Yes, Commander.
I think I want to get rid of Apex. Though she is a Ronin, which gives her a ton of starting experience. I don't quite want to get rid of her. Succubus, you are a Kickstarter backer. Not quite as much as a Ronin. Sumo is a Ronin.
I live to serve.
Frank? Frank who?
Commander.
Waiting for orders.
Yep, Apex and Ek are back from the old campaign. Alright, let's cross our fingers and hope that we survive long enough. So the first mech in the queue is the Trebuchet. Can the Trebuchet do anything on its own? No. Do I want to put the crab up front? Or do I want to put the crab in back? Because the crab's going to take the least amount of time. Frank Castle? Oh, whoops. Yep. Forgot for a second. Alright, let's just roll the clock, I guess. I don't want to ditch any Ronins, though. That's kind of the problem. Like, I got rid of Behemoth because Behemoth is part of the first campaign. And as a rule, we don't play with any of them. So here comes the real question. Do we pick up Mech Bay 2? I don't read comics. I play games. Do we pick up Mech Bay 2? If we pick up Mech Bay 2 now, we're spending half of our on-hand cash. But that does mean we get to start working on 2 mechs at a time in 10 days. That's a pretty significant upgrade. How will the timing work out with this? That's the question. So in 10 days, we will be working our way through the Arbiter, and we will start working on the Hatchet Man at 33% efficiency, which means it'll take it 64 days. But that gives us progress towards anyway. Is it half? I thought it was 33. Let's check. Yeah, it is half. Okay. That's what I'm asking myself, Raider. Can we survive that? So we will pump out a second mech. Can we do a contract with just 2 mechs? Is there a recovery contract? Capture base, destroy base, capture base. Oh, all the half skulls have gone away. Gone to ground is a 55-day trip. I can't survive that. Sending a message is a destroy base, capture base, destroy base. Jesus Christ, did we roll poorly. Well, if you take raiding party and contested wills, take the inbound pirate organization, dubious by the normal government. Yeah. So do we move the crab up, or do we move the hatchet man up? Well, the hatchet man's 45 tons, so yeah, we'll put the crab up. Alright, we're gonna gamble on this. Dal, if this fails, this is your fault. Nah, it'll be my fault because I went along with it, but still.
Alright, I'll get the team on it right away.
Bases all seem to... Yeah, they do. Alright, we've got 10 days until we're working on 2 mechs. And then I don't think I can afford the additional 300,000 for automation. 3, 2, 1. Mech Bay 2.
We just completed those upgrades.
Unless I sell my Javelin, I cannot afford the cost. So if we sell the Javelin and just go full in on this strategy, we will have the Crab and the Hatchet Man ready by the end of next month to take a mission. Can you take a mission with 250 tonners? Yep. That's the idea. Which we'll have in 24 days. Which will be part of the way through the next month. But if I take the additional 300,000 hit now, and I sell the Javelin, what I can do is I can get automation done. You'll manage the month and get 2 functional months. Ooh, you have a very rosy outlook on life. Sure, go on shore leave. I don't need you for a while. I don't need your flashpoints. Sim will be out for the next 20 days, but who cares? None of my mechs will be ready by then. So let's run into the financial report. Could go Spartan, but that'll just butcher me in terms of getting mechs ready in time. So we're going to risk the normal. And we're going to make this work. 14 days on the Crab, and then we launch our mission. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Crab's out of the hospital. 2, 1. Okay. It's time to play. So we are going to have the Trebuchet ready with the Deadfire missiles and the Crab ready with the lasers. So we're not running melee mechs here. You run the one mission to play careful. Yeah, we're going to try. It's going to be an interesting thing. Now, this is a bit of a risky push, but I think it's one that we can pull off. I'm going to prioritize tactics over piloting. See if I can't get early shots in. So Punisher has the highest skill, if I'm not mistaken. It's 6,750. Oh no, 720. Flatline could do it too.
Good to go, Commander.
Ooh, 6720. Apex. 66, 640, 6720, 67. Okay, so we're going to go Punisher. And I'm going to go Gunnery and Tactics so that we get the higher initiative. So the +2 initiative instead of the +1 initiative. Help out just a little bit. Black Sheep because the Crab? Yeah. Well, which one's faster? It's time to take a capture base contract. Or we could do a straight up battle, but I get the feeling the straight up battle would run us up into a ton of lights. Contested will, give me all your money. Alright, so we got a Crab at 50 tons and a Trebuchet at 50 tons. We've got Black Sheep, and we've got the Punisher. 1819. Because it's better if the Trebuchet goes second, because the Trebuchet wants to get in close to use the Deadfires for the maximum damage. They're both heavily armored. You want Black Sheep in the Crab? They got the same gunnery. Oh, she's got a 240 engine. Either way really works. Whoever is up front is going to take more damage. Although you're running mission even though it's 2 hours over. Well, I have to. We started. We've got to go. Troupe gets a minimum range with higher tactics. Does he have that yet, though? He doesn't have that yet. The minimum range buff, I don't think. Besides, we've got the Deadfire to shut off the minimum range entirely. Wait for the Hatchet Man at full cash? We're taking full cash now. We're gonna... Because I don't think we can hit the end of the month in time. 16 days away. And the Hatchet Man will be ready in... Oh, 9 days. Yeah, screw that. We're doing that. Oh, we're cutting it close. Hello, Mech Warriors. I need somebody who's going to choppy.
Yes, Commander.
6, 7, 9, 65. 65.
How can I help?
Punisher can't scale up yet.
Standing by.
Okay, so we want that. The question is, do we max out the piloting or do we max out the tactics? Piloting gunnery? We're bringing a hatchet man. He's going to be whacking people. So this will give him, bracing after hitting people. That's kind of a big deal. Because I really think we want to play to the... You need to shoot and slash right now? Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need guts. Guts to give us Juggernaut. Because he's got multiple shot weapons that already have ignore evasions and plus to accuracy, so he doesn't need to rely so much on gunnery. What he does need to do is get into melee range with people and beat people over the head. And once he does that, he will then brace up using Juggernaut. Because we've had to trim a pretty decent amount of weight off this mech. So it's not exactly fantastic in the armor department just yet. I was going to say 444. I could do that. That would be decent-ish all around. A steady threshold, health, indirect fire penalty, base weapon hit. I really want Juggernaut, though. Maybe it'll be fine. The problem is we're locking ourselves out of Juggernaut for a very long time if we do this. Yeah, I think Juggernaut's the way to go. Because it's not just this mission, it's going to be the missions following on after this. We're going to need it. Alright, let's see if we can't capture this base and survive. It's going to be an interesting financial report. Gotta admit, part of me is tempted to try and run part salvage, because we would still make enough to get there. But the repairs are going to really hurt. Alright, contested wills. Give me the crab. Give me the trebuchet. Actually, no, put the trebuchet here, the crab here. And the hatchet man up front, because he's kind of our scout mech, even though he's probably one of our slowest. Punisher will be in the trebuchet. Then we will give Black Sheep the crab. And Flatline will chobby. 145 tons and an open lance. This is gonna be an interesting set. We're gonna have to play this campaign very carefully, because we've basically gone all in on the opening. If we don't pull off this opening, we're going to be restarting pretty soon. But I think we might be able to pull this off. I hope. Cross your fingers. Losing the ultimate fire javelin is a little bit sad, just because it looked like a fun mech to play. But it does definitely improve the rest of the lance. There's no denying that one. It's just going to take a little while. Yes, here we go. The last battle of the night. Assuming, of course, we don't get utterly annihilated. Because if we do, then we're in trouble. If we have to back out, we're really in trouble. So we're going to have to be careful all around. We're going to have to be nimble. We're going to have to be aggressive. But we're also going to have to be safe, which is contradictory with aggressive. 295 sea bills, a salvage of 0-1. Don't say last. No, it is the last mission. We have been streaming for 2.5 hours. Normally we only go for 2. I'm not going for another 3. Alright, so hopefully too close to final. Nah. Let's drop down and say hello to the locals.
Command interface initiated.
And Ancestral Fortress, my butt. Okay, that's interesting. Get on the move, Punisher.
I've got your back.
Let's get your trebuchet rolling. And I think we're going to move up the right side.
Moving at a sprint.
We're going to get everybody going as fast as possible. The March Mech Madness Marathon I am planning will probably be soon. So, we began this channel on March 22nd. And it is not yet the week of March 22nd. So, that's kind of my thought as to what we'd want to do with that.
I hear ya.
So, let's keep on rolling.
Going turbo.
Hopefully there's no targets for the initial one. I gotta say, this is a much nicer crab than the King Crab Mini that we used to drive when we called it a crab. Just from my personal perspective.
Clear the way. I'm coming in.
Alright, so we've seen the fortress. Pacify the surrounding area. We don't see any turrets just yet. We don't have anything on sensors just yet, but we may want to walk slowly. Night mission for maximum loss of visibility. Yup. Because that's exactly what we need for our first mission. We need to not be able to see anything. You're not going to see him until no speaking range? Possibly. Which is a bit unfortunate because we do have large lasers. Luckily we did bring the armor though. So that should help out.
Got it.
They may not show up until we're actually on top of the base. And we actually, like, trigger it. Keep the hatchet man rolling. Oh, it's dangerous to be rolling with just 3 people.
How can I help?
Although we did it both in Sledge's Hammers campaign and in the Starburst Starter Car. They both ran into situations where they just could not put out 4 mechs. And they managed to survive anyway.
What can I do for you?
You're gonna run around the side of this one and hopefully not get killed.
Uh-huh.
It's nice to see that you're enthusiastic about your impending death.
Standing by.
Come forward.
Understood. Moving fast.
And the trebuchet will bring up the conga line. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. That they won't show up at all until we're actually inside the base.
Aye, aye.
I've got eyes on
There they are! Well, we can't see them yet, but... I have no idea where they are. Great. The things could get ugly here.
How can I help?
Walk.
Affirmative.
Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. And bracing will keep us alive. That's the calm before the gathering storm, absolutely. We don't know where they're coming from. And the map will not tell us. Oh, we got an idea. They're over here. We got a wasp. Wasp with low armor. I'm a fan of this already.
Commander.
The hatchet man, on the other hand, he's got a sprint. He's not going to be in sight this turn, but that's good.
Waiting on you, Commander.
And black sheep. Maneuver around the corner.
Moving out.
So we would also like to get her nice and close, but if we can't, that's okay. Urban Mac, RL. Oh god, no. Why? What did I do to you? We've got a problem. Oh boy, do we have a problem. Yes, the bad guy can't hurt you, and if you resist Lycape and you're not. Do I maneuver for the shot? He will be here by next round? Yeah, but the problem is that he still has enough ammunition to basically turn me into a slagged Hulk, which is the concern. I think I reserve. I gotta reserve. That's the out Tim can. Gotta encourage them to come to me.
Heads up. We've got company.
Okay, something up here, but we don't know what.
I hear ya.
I want to reserve again. Boss Mike on the first mission. Yes, come around the corner. Come around the corner. You know you desire it.
Talk to me.
Beautiful. Oh, I can see you there. That's not good. Okay, so we'll keep here so he doesn't have line of sight. Hi! Don't take this personally, but I really hope that you die. So he is guarded, which is going to really reduce how much damage that we do. We only did 4, although that's pretty much normal damage. And you have large lasers and all realms at outrange. See, you'd think that. You'd think that. But you'd be wrong. And of course the hatchet man can't get there. He's just out of range. 44 2.6 versus 44.6. Screw it, we're going. Got off the ultra auto cannon. Open fire with the mediums. We got a hit. We got a penetrating hit. Got 2 more hits. And another hit. And we blew up a heatsink and jump jet. The Wap's now technically armored.
Waiting for orders.
Black sheep, can you see him? 44s. Do it. Oh, 56. kill the target we can see.
That's right.
Oh god, honey. You're gonna not have to do that. You're gonna have to be a little bit more on target, on the spot, and aggressive.
How can I help?
You're going to basically attempt to turn that urban mech into slag. And you're gonna need to do it from far away. I mean, I could just immediately... No, I could actually... that takes away the target from my hatchet, man. Kill the Herbie. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking about it. Problem is, I don't know how accurate we're going to be.
Copy that.
Dead fires off, normal. Well, that's not terrible. Lob it.
All weapons are go.
Okay, we got a hit with a medium laser, and he's not in cover. And we've opened him a bit.
Take that as a lesson.
Yeah, we're keeping an eye on that. Enemy turn. Please tell me it's the Wasp. Please tell me it's the Wasp. It is the Wasp! Okay, Black Sheep.
What can I do for you?
You can take a step back. So, you know, if you just fired from here... 63. Do we entrust our life and soul on a 63? Or do we take a step back and think about the world for a little while?
Uh-huh.
50s, roll it. Hit, miss, miss. Unfortunately, it did not stack on where I wanted it.
Yeah.
Well, we could have killed it this round. There was absolutely an opportunity to kill it this round. Did it fall over? Did we blow off its leg? I think it fell over. Okay, large laser. Plus, oh, you're a commando. Plus a rocket launcher.
Yep.
So Flatline does not have a target. Flatline could get a target. Cost him a third of the normal armor. Yeah, I know that he's a vulnerable target. The concern is whether or not he can actually hit me. Because if he does hit me, then it doesn't matter if he's a vulnerable target or not. We're dead. Okay, here's kind of my plan. This is my plan.
Moving out.
I'm not taking a risk with an AC-20. Like, this mission alone is very difficult for us. So we can't afford to do things that might be on the side of shady.
Good to go.
Oh, you've got a shot. 79s. Kill him. My darling, my closest friend. Oh, good.
Bang! You're dead.
Just keep Punisher away from him. Yup. Say move back and spray with the AC-5, but that works. Yep.
I've got your back.
Punisher.
Talk to me.
You got a shot? You got a side shot? You got a 20% side shot. If I move, just to keep on the move.
Moving out.
It's not great. It's not terrible. Shot off the mediums. Just, well, keep them both on. Yeah, shot off the one medium. We'll just keep him under heat. And we'll just spray his general vicinity. Because he doesn't have armor. Any penetrating hits, we do a good job.
Punch right.
Yeah, I think we took out his legs, and if that's the case, then
Waiting for orders.
it's kind of unfortunate because it would have been really nice if we had gone salvage on this one.
Looking out.
Yeah, there's the commando, and there's the wasp. Don't have a shot on him. Oh, we do. Oh, we have a good shot on him. Turn on the ultra. Let fly. Oh, we hit him twice. Which I'm barely overheating on Alpha. Yes, it is. So we hit him twice with the cannon. I don't know what we hit. I'm really hoping it was his right arm, but I doubt it.
Critical hit, Commander.
Now let's see how they respond. If they come towards my hatchetman to get good shots, they're going to die. Oh, good. We did knock out his laser. No, no, no. Stay in sight. Don't go away. You little jerk. Black Sheep's up.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Black Sheep is basically going to stand still. No, she will not. She is going to move for a shot on the commando, which she can't get. Oh, that's unfortunate. She's got a position
Commander, moving out.
like a stoic sniper.
Here we go.
Missing all 3 shots. Yes, the commando has no guns. Only the wasp may fight.
Hey, stay in the crosshairs.
I'm liking the fact that we gave her Glitch's personality. He's coming up to the side, and he's going to guard and entrench. And the commando will move again.
Yes, Commander.
Well, it doesn't matter, because the commando can't defend us. Or, well, he can kick us, but who cares? Okay, there goes him. Looks like we may actually survive the opening couple of months of this campaign.
I've got your back.
Punisher cannot see him, but Punisher, can you get a shot? Not really. Huh. That's a tad unfortunate. It's a front shot at 20s, the side shot at 25s, and if we just stood still, we'd be looking at a 20. Huh. Okay. I'll move a little bit closer for the side angle.
I'm moving.
Yep, we can fire indirect on him. He doesn't have any armor. Well, he does have armor. He's not the Wasp. But we can just make him hurt. Nope, it was easy. It was better if we could move in closer to him. Standing and shooting gave us an actual worse odds of hitting. Nope. Obstructed shot.
Coordinates received.
Shut off the small. That'll keep us under heat. She does not like hitting with her large lasers. It's a little bit irritating. But hey, the commando has no guns, so do we really care? Now we're up to 30s. And we're starting to get penetrating hits. So he will probably walk up for a punch. No, he will not. He will just stand there like a fool. Let's finish him. 77%. Buzzed out the X. There we go. Dropship didn't land on me, right? Okay, good. So we survived that one. And we don't really care what's on the ground.
Good to go.
Because at the end of the day, we took this mission as a no salvage mission. There's the ramp. I'm actually going to move right here because I think the trebuchet may actually be able to move out that ramp, and I don't want to block the path. Flatline time to get back here. So that worked out okay. We survived. We've only got one more half skull mission, but I'd like to take it for salvage. Although we really don't need salvage at the moment. We're kind of good. Yes, get in there, Punisher.
Roger that.
Lovely. We've occupied the fortress. We have dealt with the enemy defenders. Let's see what random piece of salvage we get. Fun, but they do pay good. That's not nice. Commander actually still had a gun. He refused to use it. I thought we blew it off. He had a rocket launcher and a large laser, I thought. So I thought I saw that he had both of his weapons readied out. Alrighty, time to pay us 264,300 C-bills. Well, 340. You took damage. You did not take damage. You did not take... So only the Hatchet Man's going to require repairs. And we got the Urban Mech part. That's, okay. Thank you, I guess. If I can put a big enough fusion core into it, I can actually make it into a somewhat decent light mech. 2/3 gun may have been the rocket launcher left, though. No, he fired his rocket launcher. Oh, the right leg? Yeah. So we have survived until the end of the month. We will be able to get our Valiant online. Or it's not a Valiant, it's something to do with law enforcement. Vanguard? No. I don't know. Honestly, don't know. I'm gonna have to double check. We didn't get any bonus money, unfortunately. That mission did not offer any. Well, the next one is a battle, which taking that for cash may be a good idea. Because that will definitely put us in a more comfortable position. Arbiter, that was it. I was thinking Arbites. The loading screen's being a little bit irritatingly long, but that's probably because I need to clean out the Goof Troop save file now. Other war activities, 2,160 for 2 days. I think we'll just take another straight-up mission for cash before the end of the month. Maybe the rocket launcher and the one of his 3 guns was still white. If the rocket launcher still break when firing. Rocket launchers only have 1 shot. So they don't break on firing, but they do go red because they have nothing left in them. It's 2 days on the Hatchet Man. We are still 34 days on the Arbiter. So I think what my plan will be is we will take the next mission. Not today, but I think the plan moving forward for next week's episode will be doing Raiding Party. It is against local government organization and not pirates, which means it could get a little dicey. But that should give us a little bit of a cash cushion. And then we'd probably start off with another capture base at 1 skull. It's a 417, which is a good payout. We could take supply lines for pure cash, because 2 of 9 is not very good. Unfortunately, we'll be fighting the Lyrans. Alrighty, so the story of the Goof Troop has ended and the beginning of Black Sheep Squadron has started. So that's going to be it for this week's stream. We have been streaming for almost 3 hours, which is way longer than usual. The good news is, Cash, if you can patient, you can repair your base and extra tape, which saves you bundles. Yes, it does, and we'll be working on that eventually. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's stream. So happy that everybody could come out and have a good time. There's a whole bunch of people in chat, way more than normal. But you guys were awesome. Thank you so much for the help in sort of building up the mechs. It's always a lot of fun when we have a lot of people around here. I'm going to throw up the link to the Discord just one last time. It's a small, tiny thing. We don't really use it for much. It was just requested that we put it up, so it's there. We try and keep everything sort of nice and polite there. So if you're going to join, don't be a jerk. We're a very quiet bunch who play Starfleet battles. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's stream. If you are new here, we play this, which is called RogueTech, which is, well, MechWarrior tabletop turned into computer version as best as they possibly can, and Starfleet Command, which is Starfleet Battles, which is a 1980s tabletop game which has been computerized. I highly suggest you check it out if you enjoyed this at all. Stick around, you may enjoy it. If you like what you've been seeing, hit the like button and perhaps subscribe, and we'll have a nice little time here. But yeah, that'll do it for me. I will see you all in the very near future, I hope. Bye for now.